Look at his face. Again, these camera angles when they're zooming in on them, I swear the zoom is so. Oh, the way you'll see in a second, the way they zoomed in on Kevin's face, he's like, that's going to be a meme too. And Kevin picked the chair up again, and you still see the angle of him behind Cody. Hilarious.
If you build it, they will come. Your personality dynamic is a differentiator from other wrestling content. We appreciate that, Brandon. All up in the,
Thank you so much.
The business, Cody.
I'm telling you, man.
It was.
Yes, sir. Jesus Christ, for the love of God. I'm telling you, man. I swear they're like just. It's like why do they feel like they can't start or end a show without him? I mean, I get it. He is the champion. You would think that it would add to, having the face of your company should add, right? But it doesn't. It subtracts.
It does not.
It adds nothing. He adds nothing.
Oh, they flashed. Looked like I thought it was weird. They kind of went to the black. They hit the black screen and then went back, and then.
I did see that, Jeff. Yeah, they're doing the executive producers now. I think my guess is they've been doing that all along. They're just now letting us know, letting you know, put it in the credits. Okay, now we're back to Anonymous. Okay, well, I guess it's about time to switch this over to the final bell, eh?
Yep. So
mentally, that is
SmackDown. Yeah, switch. I'm gonna take a note right here. The 2 hour and 2 minute mark.
2:02. Right, 2:02. Rhonda will be joining us at 10:15.
Okay.
So prepare to laugh because she is hilarious. Y'all are all so funny. Like we have like the best chat, the best followers, the best subscribers. And y'all all work so well together. We all feed off of each other. I love it.
Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. The best in the game.
Best in the world.
Can take a minute to let you know that if you need some coffee, the best coffee to get is Prince Nut. I'm not a coffee drinker, so I'm just saying this because I am, and we are an affiliate to them. And if you need some coffee, to use the link. I believe it should be in there. If it's not, I can put it into the description later. But Prince Nana Coffee, if you use the code or the link, you will get 10% off of your purchase for some coffee. London does have it and drinks it, and it's good. I'm not a coffee guy, so I'm gonna say it's good. So go use the code, and that also helps support Tribal Rain Media. Let's see, what else do we got here? Also, don't forget the sleeper pick'ems for this week. The NFL Week 3 is underway. I missed my pick for Thursday night last night, but got them rolling for Sunday's games and Monday's game, of course. And then, of course, Caesars. If you want to make some bets, throw some parlays together, use Caesars Sportsbook. Get some money. Use the link, and we each get $25 in free bets. 4 free bets. And then ESPN, of course, also another Pigskin Pick'em with Jason over at Mike Drop Sports. So go on over to his channel, and it should be pinned under or in his community tab somewhere. And it's also in the description below. And join and make some picks just for fun. And then, like we said, whenever we do get Discord up and running, we can absolutely throw together a fantasy league for football. I've never done basketball, but we could do basketball. That's starting up. That'll be starting up soon. Hockey will be starting up soon. So we can definitely get some more stuff rolling. And also whatever you guys would want to do and want us to feature on this, let us know.
Absolutely. If you have requests of things you would like to see, or you would like to like us to look more into, please. We love feedback. We love request, and we want to give you guys what you want. So please don't be shy. We're now at we had 100 people in here. That's awesome. Welcome. If you have just joined us, we have actually just finished doing the SmackDown watch along. We are now entering into our post show, which we call the Final Bell. So, welcome to part 2 of this show. And that's a good point, Jeff. How would you guys rate SmackDown? I'll start. I would give it like a 7 out of 10. It was good. I like we had some good matches. We had some good promos. Little bits. I do feel like that's another reason why I said that the third hour would really help, because the Bloodline saga does kind of overshadow other storylines. But I mean, that's to be expected, because but that's not their fault. They're just good at what they do. So it would be nice to be able to get more of that, and then maybe so what did Roman say? Like, I'm begging for somebody to step up. Someone else has got to step up to give us, a more compelling storyline. But they are getting better. They're getting better. We've got Carmelo and Andrade. We've got, Bayley, Nia, Naomi, and Tiffy. We've got, who else do we see tonight? Of course, DIY and KO and the Street Profits too.
Yep.
Basically any and everybody who has an issue with the Bloodline, they're just tapping from everybody from the last few years. So yeah, they the Bloodline overshadows, but that's because they're good at what they do. So it is what it is. Our book says she gives it a 6.5 out of 10. Jeff says give it a 7. SSRC says still mad and will be mad until this godforsaken tag match is over and done with. Yeah, it's I know it's so odd. Like I'm definitely happy to see Roman in the ring again. I just don't like who he's sharing the ring with, unfortunately. Naomi and Roman are trending, are they? Love that. I'm with you, Brandon. The Bloodline story is the only captivating thing on SmackDown. Great matches happen, but they lack the emotional investment. That's very well said, very well worded. That exactly. It's they're head and shoulders above everybody. That you just want more. And so does everybody else. That's why Cody has to insert himself in it, because it is the best. Which says a lot, does it not? If the tag that says something, the tag. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just saying it absolutely does. Absolutely does. Elevates it to a whole new level.
It does. Think about that for a second. That the tag team, the Bloodline with the tag team titles, is more captivating and compelling than the Undisputed Championship. That's crazy. Because, like, think about Jimmy and Jay and Roman. Like, they were fantastic, and they still are. But I wouldn't say they were more compelling than Roman. Like, how are you at the head of the company, and you're still getting overshadowed? But I digress. Anyway, we've said everything that needs to be said. I have nothing new to add other than more creative ways to critique he that deserves critiquing. SSRC says, I am yearning. That's quite the word here, ma'am. I'm yearning for Montez to get the push he deserves. Overall, 5.5 out of 10. I see where you're coming from, though. I agree. But I've been saying for like 2 years, they need to break up. He's going to be better on his own. And not that Dawkins is bad. They're both great in their own respective ways, but I think we need to see a heel turn. What do you say, Nick?
Yeah, I agree. It's time. It's been time probably for a while, but I mean they just kind of run and spin in circles. And Montez had a great match with Roman whenever he was champion, and since then it's just kind of just gone back to just kind of doing whatever he can to remain and stay relevant.
Yes, he did, Mr. All Days Off. Paul Heyman carried the dull parts of SmackDown with his legendary mic skills. Absolutely. His absence is definitely felt. And him and Jimmy, like, please come back. Please come back to us. Jess says, now we can look forward to Jay's match with Braun Pitbull Breaker. The Yeet versus the Wolf. Aggressive barking. Yes, I am looking forward to that match, but I am not getting my hopes up that Jay will win. I want to see Jay win, but I am not. I just don't see them taking that title off of Braun Breaker right now. Do you still feel that way, Nick?
It sucks because, I mean, they did do it whenever they gave Dolph Ziggler the NXT title, and then they had him win it right back. So, could they do that again? I don't think Triple H would do that, but I mean, I don't know. I'm still torn. I don't know what to think.
I know. Miss, yes, I agree. SSRC. That was the best the show has been in since it was made. That era. SSRC. Oh, not the shade. I love it. She said he has immense potential. That's why I will take the wise words from USA Network. Don't overthink it. Using their own words against them. I love it. Jeff says you need to delete your account. Oh my gosh. Brooke says, wait, what's happening on Raw? We're getting Jay versus Braun. Right? Or is that a Bad Blood? No, that's on Raw, right?
It is on Raw next week, yes. Yep, it is on Raw.
Soon. Oh, sorry.
Nope.
Sorry. Okay, I'm taking my hand away. I'm removing my
Is
hand.
anyone else secretly hoping Jon Moxley comes back in the future so we get one last Shield reunion once Roman takes back his throne and needs a new story? I mean, from what I gathered, I thought Moxley signed a 5-year deal just last year or the year before, so he still has another 2 to 3 in AEW. But I mean, at the same time, Mox has been there since the beginning. So what more is there really for him? What more left does he have to do in AEW wise, other than just continuing to build up and help younger talent build? And I would want to see a final reunion whenever. I mean, because I want to see them. Roman's going to be inducted with the Bloodline by himself and as part of the Shield. 3-time Hall of Famer. Let's see Cody do that.
He's lucky to get in there once. He's going to buy that. The closest he is going to get is when he inducted Dusty.
Well, Cody is a 2-time Royal Rumble winner, a 2-time Bloodline Rules match winner, and he's won 3 times at WrestleMania, or twice.
Did he win 3 times?
Twice at WrestleMania.
Once.
He beat Seth at WrestleMania.
Oh, okay, you're right. I forgot about that. You're right. I forgot. I was thinking about Roman. I was like, no, sir. He won once. Yeah, you're right. He did. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I'm in the minority that I don't actually want to see Mox return, because I feel the same way about Mox that I felt about Danielson. I was not a fan. I'm kind of in the minority. I did not really like the Shield like that. I liked Roman. I didn't really care so much about Rollins and Mox, and not that they're bad, but they didn't do it for me. I always wanted them to break up. Just like I'm always saying, like the Street Profits should break up. I wanted to see that breakup. Like I was begging for it. When Seth hit him with the chair, I was like, oh my God, the betrayal. But I'm kind of glad you did. Like I was happy to see it, because I told you, I saw the vision. I saw it then. I knew Roman was going to be huge. I just knew it. I could see it. I knew it. And I would say it. I was like, you can tell this guy from the moment they debuted. I knew he was going to be something special. So I was just like, get to the good part. I know he's getting booed right now, but get to the good part. I like all of them individually better than I like them together. And then also the way that Mox likes to bleed.
That's true.
I like AEW version of him. That's where I was going with Danielson. Him like Danielson, they neither of them did anything for me in WWE, but in AEW they're incredible. I'm like that's what I wanted to see all along. And had I seen that back then, I would have been a huge fan. Like Mox is wild and crazy, but I do like him, even though he did just try to kill Danielson. He's not gonna be able to do that in WWE. He's not gonna
That
be
is
able to put
true.
bags over heads and nail things into people's heads. Oh, hey, look. Oh, guys. Okay, drum roll. We have Miss Rhonda coming to the stage. Hello,
Hi,
Miss
hi,
Rhonda. How are you doing?
Hi guys. Hi.
hi. How are you?
Hey, welcome.
Good. How are you? I just want y'all to know that this is normally my bedtime, so like this is like
Well,
so
thank you
my
for staying up for
bedtime.
us.
Yeah.
Thank you for staying to crack jokes with us. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming on.
This
So,
is my first
I
time
guess.
actually doing
Oh,
something like this too, FYI. So I've never been like a guest on a TV on a YouTube channel or anything. So
All right. Well, this
okay.
is awesome then.
We feel honored to. Right. I feel honored to be your first appearance. Well, welcome, welcome. Did you get a chance to see SmackDown?
I did, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I almost turned away after they showed Roman and Cody. That was all
I
I was
believe it.
interested. I was only interested in that, and I was interested in the match with Naomi and Bailey.
Yeah.
And so I was like,
Mhm.
okay, I haven't seen Naomi and Bailey yet. I was like, okay. So I kept watching. I was like, well, I might as well just finish watching it and see what happens. And I'm gonna be honest, I was
Mhm.
pissed, and I am pissed at Kevin Owens because, yeah, you,
Same. Same.
it was right there. The crowd was even cheering and wanting him to hit him with the chair, and he still didn't do it. And I'm like, why? It was right there. But okay, I don't know if they saving it or
Uh-huh.
what. But yeah, I was a little disappointed with that. But I don't know. I mean, overall, if somebody asked me how would I give the show ratings, I guess I would give it like a 7.
Okay, that seems to be the
Mhm.
consensus of there was a lot 6.5s, there was some
Almost,
sevens.
I
I
almost
w-
said 6.5, but I would give it a 7 because I did like some of the match. I like the matches.
yeah,
I wouldn't necessarily
Mhm.
say I like the storylines or kind of like the interactions, but I like the matches. Like the matches were really good tonight. So
Mhm.
definitely we can go down the
Absolutely.
card and take a look at each individual match started, and then since you did say it was your bedtime, as Jeffrey's pointed out, we interrupted your bedtime and the
I'm
rest of the chat
I'm
here.
I'm up now, and I'm drinking coffee, so
Oh,
I'm up now, so it's all good.
SSRC, and by the way, WWE not keeping up with Kayfabe anymore. I thought Blondie was in Atlanta, so they did say that they shot that
Right.
yesterday. So that's because Cody was promoted for the show tonight, as he is on the promotional thumbnails that they have on the website there for the, I believe, for up until Bad Blood, if not after that. So you were supposed to get a quick nap during the DIY segment.
You're so
Ronda
terrible.
Rousey on the coffee.
Mr. All Days Off.
Justice for Giovanni Vinci, by the way. Oh, now the chat's really popping. So, I I don't know how many shows you've seen us do, but normally we do a separate show for the Final Bell. But since we figured we had nearly 100 people, we're gonna keep it rolling with just the SmackDown one, and then I'm gonna edit it out and then post it as a regular podcast so everyone can go back and rewatch it. So
Okay.
normally we do two shows, but still end up going into all hours of the night, and just so everyone knows, I always make a point to say this: no one has to twist my arm to stay up late tonight because I am off tomorrow. So, but I'm sure Brooke is jumping with joy. The enforcer is jumping with joy to not have to. Oh, just 30 more minutes. Just stay up until 1. Just stay up until 1. As
I
we've
I
had the
I
last couple of weeks.
I haven't. Maybe I'm blessed. I haven't worked weekends since 2007.
Mm,
So
Oh man,
I wish.
man,
I
they
wish.
hiring where you at? They hiring? Because that sounds.
I work in higher education. I work at the
Mm.
university. Universities are always hiring because people
Yeah,
move
that's true.
around
That is
all the
true.
time. So my school is definitely
Absolutely.
hiring. They're always looking for somebody. I'm sure. I'm positive. It's like
Well,
10
that's.
different. It's 10 different schools at the university. I know they're hiring. They're always hiring. So
Oh man, we're gonna have to. We'll circle back around to that. We'll circle back around
I,
because
I
man, you
live
get to
I
watch
live
PLEs in peace.
I live in what they call the DMV. I live in Maryland, so
Okay.
Oh, I had. I, you got to say what's the two and you? Like, do you say it like that? Like you,
no, because I'm not
Y
from
E W.
I'm not from here, so I'm a Southern girl. So and they
I
noticed
thought
right
I
off
heard a
when
little. I thought so. Me
I
being a
I
southerner, I'm like, I hear some seasoning in your,
yeah,
you,
that
you
you
know, but
definitely
I
heard
thought so.
it. I am born and raised from Arkansas, and
Okay.
that's what you hear. So every time I am mingling with the public, as I call it, they like, "You're not from here," and I'm like, "And I never said I was. How are you?" So I don't sound
Right,
like
right,
them.
right.
They sound not strange, but just a little different. But it's so funny. People here love
Mm-hmm.
my accent when I meet people. So I think that's the funny thing to me. But
Or she'd be
I
like,
like
what's
it.
your
I
email?"
like it.
They-
I mean, listen, if you interested in
New
moving,
Orleans.
like hey, you know. And like I said, they always hiring. It's a bunch of universities here in Maryland and Virginia and DC.
Oh
There
yeah.
and the school that I work at is in DC. So
Mm.
they're always hiring. And I'm surrounded by like 3 or 4 different universities, like where my
Mm.
school is. Like
Mm-hmm.
Howard is not too far from where my school is.
Oh yeah.
Georgetown is
Okay.
close by. So all of those, we're all like in the same vicinity. So
Right.
they're really close.
Vicinity. Yeah.
Yeah. They're all really close by. And no, I am definitely Rhonda without the rousing. Definitely. Definitely not,
Rhonda no Rousey.
not at all.
You know,
I
I have to ask. I ha- I have to ask because I'm nosy. You mentioned Howard. Are you Greek by chance?
No, I'm not. But I have a lot of friends who
Oh,
are.
okay.
And I
Oh,
have
okay. I was just curious.
several cousins who keep trying to get me to become one. But I won't do it because I feel like I'll make one of them mad if I did.
Oh
I have
man. Well,
I
all
have
you need to know is there's only one way to go. I'm an AKA, so I'm very biased. You know, when you
I
said
have a
Howard, I immediately thought like,
I
there's
have
only
a
one way to go. So don't worry.
so I have a cousin. She's that, and she frequently when we talk, be like, "Well, cuz you thought about?" And I'm like, "No, not really, not really." My goddaughter though actually goes to Howard. So
Hmm.
I get to go hang. Well, I don't hang out with her a lot because young people, they don't want to hang out with she don't want to hang out with her aunt, all the time. But I go to their the homecoming because she's in the band, so I go see her
Oh yeah.
when she performs. So
Oh.
I do like to see that. So homecoming actually is in October, so I'll be there at the
Hmm.
festivities. So
Nice.
Mr. All
Oh,
Days
that
Off says
sounds cool.
first take was live at Howard University today.
oh
That's
wow,
pretty
I'm gonna have
cool.
to.
Oh,
That
was
is cool.
it?
Oh, I didn't even know that. I'm gonna
I didn't
text
know
my
that.
goddaughter tomorrow and ask her about it because I wonder if
Yeah, I
she
didn't
was
know that. That's
around.
awesome.
Yeah,
I
I
think
didn't know that Stephen A takes that show on the road. I know College Game Day is in
I know he.
Oklahoma, but I didn't know that Stephen
they
A
do.
was.
They do. They like last year they went to several schools, if I'm not
Mm.
mistaken. I think last year they even
Hmm.
went to Savannah State. That's where Shannon went to school. They went to Savannah
Okay.
State last year, if I'm not mistaken. So they
Hmm.
have done it. I think they just recently started doing it though. I don't know if that's something that they were doing a lot, like going to the universities to school. But I know that they recently started doing it, like in the past year or so.
That is very cool. That
Hmm.
sure, ESPN jumps all over the chance they can, any chance they can get to take a show and travel and get schools and everything involved like that. College
Hmm.
Game Day is amazing. So, Mr.
Yeah, I love
Aldeja
College
said,
Game Day.
Yeah.
It's
"Oh,
a
it's
favorite
so
of
good, so
mine.
good." Pat McAfee makes that show so good,
I'm
so good.
just very
He does.
curious about how long Nick Saban is gonna last, because that just don't seem like his environment for me. He looks out of place. Like they're kind of like fun,
Oh, dang.
and I mean, I don't know, maybe he is, but his personality, he's just very serious. And so, like, I was watching, I think it was either a week or two ago, and well, Pat McAfee is a clown anyway, so he was
He is.
clowning. He was clowning, and Nick was just sitting there like, "How did I get here?" Like he looked confused. And I was like, "Well, this is what you signed up for. However much they paid you, this is what you signed up for. So that's your coworker. That is who you gonna have to deal with every week. Get ready. That's it. That is him." I don't know. But then again, he don't want to coach anymore. So I feel like he's not gonna go anywhere. But who knows? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reserve judgment on it and see. He just, he been a coach Saban for so long. It's weird seeing him do something different. Kind of like Tom Brady. Kind of like Tom Brady announcing. I'm like, he looks weird doing it too. Like,
I saw something interesting about him and how he's preparing to take on his broadcasting role. But Manj, have a great night. Have a great weekend, everyone. Shout out to you guys in the panel in the chat. Yeet. Jeffrey says, "What's
Thank
your
you,
opinion
Monch, for stopping by.
on SmackDown going to 3 hours?"
okay,
And before we,
they're asking questions. Can I
yeah, before we jump,
Yes,
jump
please do.
yeah, load the questions up and we can get into breaking down SmackDown and everything. But yes, it. Well, I saw it the other day. Tom Brady, he showed that he has a binder from every game that he ever played with the breakdown, the scouting reports, everything, binders from every single game.
Oh my God!
From every season, every game of every season in a binder. So from 01 to whenever he retired, and so he's gonna be. He said he's gonna use them to look back and see different scouting schemes and everything like that, defensive coordinators and all that stuff. And then he's gonna also do that for his broadcasting career. He's gonna have notes and all that stuff. So he definitely is taking it serious. It's not just because Fox threw him, all that money and everything.
He didn't need money. Like,
not at all. Not at all. But he did say he's going to be part of football for a very, very, very long time. So, I mean,
talk about being meticulous. That's a lot. That's a
That's
lot of
crazy.
games. Like,
Every game. That's what I was
over
thinking.
20 years. 20 years
the
ago.
one that he showed, it was funny because the one that he showed, it was 2016 and he was suspended for the first game because I think that was the Deflategate, I want to say. So he was suspended for that. It was Deflategate or Spygate or something, but the first one that he showed was against the Browns, and then he said, so they released it last week, but then it was they taped it before his debut against the Browns. So he said, ironically, the first one that he pulled and showed was against the Browns, where he made his broadcast debut. So,
oh wow,
wow. Guess that's why they call him the GOAT, huh?
Yeah. There's, I mean, Brady. He definitely loves his football. But yeah, he's going to be involved for a very, very long time. So his mind dissecting football and everything is going to be fun to listen to and fun to watch him do. But we will.
I felt like that that first game, he kind of, maybe he wasn't used to all the like the talking, because you have to
Yes.
talk for so long.
Yes.
And I think
Yes.
he got hoarse from that. So hopefully he's kind of like figured out how to do that. Like drink some tea or something, that'll help.
Yeah.
Herbal tea will help with that.
Get back on
I think that'll count.
the Brady diet or whatever the TB12 diet.
Yeah, that TB12. Yeah, that TB12. I thought that was so weird what he was eating, but I guess for him it made sense. But you know,
he's gotta keep it to that standard up somehow. Jeffrey here says, "What's your opinion on SmackDown going to 3 hours?"
It's kind of, I have a two-pronged opinion about it. On one hand, I think it's good, because I do think having an extra hour will be able to showcase wrestlers who may be new to the roster, or people get an extra hour to kind of move a storyline along. So in that sense, I think that is good. But in hindsight, I also think, okay, or do they have enough storylines going to maximize having the 3 hours? So I think I hope they've taken that into consideration, since they are moving it to 3 hours, because I just noticed just from watching Raw that it seemed like, to me, that second hour, it just lags to me. To me, it kind of lags. And it puts me to sleep, and I get good sleep. So, I mean, I don't know. So, on that hand, I hope that they, kind of really take that into consideration, since they are actually going to move it to 3 hours. And I know they're trying to maximize with it, with them moving to Netflix and all of that. And I know SmackDown is going to be on USA.
SmackDown will remain on USA.
Right, it'll be on USA, but with Raw going to Netflix, no commercials, that it's going to be very different. So I just hope they take that into consideration, that them going to 3 hours, they have enough storylines going, and they're not just putting in filler stuff, and you can kind of tell they're just filling something in, versus they could maximize a story or move a story to where it needs to be. So yeah, that's just my opinion about it.
That's well said.
I mean, if they want to do like Raw and put me to sleep, go ahead on. I mean, that's fine too. But I'm just saying,
Very well said.
We kind of talked about this last night.
Raw definitely puts me to sleep for sure.
The constant rematches and just the yawn. Who cares? Just the rematches for the most part. But I mean, that could be why the mid-card titles for the women are starting to, get, they're in the works, and maybe they'll start to do that with the 3 hours on SmackDown. And then I did see something today that it's only going to be for the first 6 months of the year. They do plan to go back to 2 hours in June of 2025, which I don't know why they're going to start with 3 hours and then switch. So we'll just have to see. Maybe if it goes well, that they'll keep it at 3 hours.
That's interesting.
That is interesting.
Doing commentary.
Is that Raw or Smack? Is that Raw or SmackDown that is gonna just stay and move back, or is it both shows that's doing that?
So from today, I think what we saw, Raw, it's going to remain, or Raw's going to 2 from October 7th to the end of the year, and then SmackDown will remain 2, and then January, whenever they make the move to Netflix, both will be 3 hours, and then it'll switch back for SmackDown to 2 in June of next year.
Okay. That's kind of interesting.
Well. That is interesting.
I guess we'll see what happens with that. I didn't know they were doing it like that. I thought maybe they were like just trying it out for the year, since they're moving, to new networks, to see how it work. But okay, well, I guess we'll see what happens. I need Raw to do better, but because it really they really just football is back. So usually I'm watching football until I fall asleep. So because I just if I don't see anything that just hold my interest, I just turn the TV. Like there's plenty of
Mm-hmm.
shows that I could watch or rewatch or watch a movie or whatever. Like you're not gonna waste my time. So
Right.
if I like within that first hour, if I just don't see any movement with anything, I just turn the channel. I see who playing on Monday Night Football, and I will watch that until I fall asleep. And because I'm be honest, as long as I've been watching wrestling, I've been watching probably since I was 6 years old. My dad, actually both my parents, but my dad loves wrestling. He still watches. My mom, she kind of like comes and goes with it. She like gone with the wind. She'll blow this way, she'll watch sometime. Then blow this way, she might watch, but she
Mm-hmm.
don't too much like really care that much. And the people that she loved have retired. So you know how an older person, or at least my mother, she hates
Yeah.
like remakes. So like if like I remember when they first like the remake of the Planet of the Apes. Talk about a lady who was pissed because she loved like the
Mm-hmm.
old TV show, and I'm like, Mama, it's just a movie. And she was just mad as hell. They remade her TV show. She was mad as hell about it. So she loves like she oh my god, that woman loves Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold does not wrestle anymore. I told her, I said, Mama, Unc is on his ranch with his cats. Do not care nothing about us anymore. He is done with us, and she should be. I said, Unc don't care nothing about us no more. He is done, okay? But that's who she loves. She loves
He is
him, and she loves
gone.
the Rock. He is gone. He is at home with them cats. He do not care, and I don't blame him. And so, but that's who she loves. But that's who she loves. And before that, she kind of loved like Macho Man and people like that. So she kind of like comes and goes. My dad though, he still watch. But I've always like SmackDown was always my favorite like show. Like when they first created SmackDown, like because I'll be honest, and I'm a little biased. So when I was a teenager, I had a crush on The Rock. So when they when they made SmackDown,
Oh,
like
girl, we
I
all
was
did. You ain't
ecstatic
alone.
because I'm like,
Raise your hand in the chat if you had a crush on
I
the Rock.
know, right?
You said. You said.
I mean, duh. Who didn't? I mean, don't get me wrong.
You're not
I've
alone.
had like I've had different crushes. I've had different crushes since then. He done got a little older, so I kind of did retire him a little bit. He got off of my bay list after a while because you know his cousin. When I saw his cousin, I said, "Oh hell, you know, oh, he was better." Sorry, I had to break up with you. You know, it was fun. You know, you was fun
It
as a fake
was.
cousin, but I, we gotta get a divorce. You know, we gotta move. I gotta move around. So, I done moved around, but but that was the show that I really enjoyed. Like SmackDown to me was always great, and like for them first, like I remember when they had the SmackDown 6, like that was
Yes,
TV for me. Like I was a teenager, like I was a teenager. I was in high school watching, and listen, you could not be you doing the Monday Night Wars, honey. If you didn't watch wrestling, you couldn't sit at the table with your friends because that was what we was talking about. And if you didn't watch, honey, you gotta move around because that's talking about the whole lunch period. Did you
Yep.
see Stone Cold drive a beer truck up there and spray Vince McMahon? Did you see that? That was what we talked about. Like
Right.
that was the conversations. Or at least like with my
Yep.
friends, that's what we talked about. We was like, I was a huge nerd, so and I was a band geek, so
Yep.
that's what we talked about.
This is
like,
a safe
that
space.
was our.
This is a safe space.
So that was our. Don't get me wrong, I'm a lot more glamorous now, but but so that was what we talked about. So SmackDown has always been my favorite show, and that's the one that I've always kind of like. I'm a little biased, so that's what I've always really enjoyed. Don't get me wrong, I like Raw too, but I even though they've always like to say like Raw's our flagship
Yep.
show, but it's been times that
I'm with you on that,
has
Rhonda.
not been better than SmackDown. It hasn't. It's not, and like to me, even like the past year or two, SmackDown to me has been better.
Oh
But
yeah.
somebody
I
else might
completely agree.
feel that he said not too much. He said not too much on the final boss. Listen, I didn't say I didn't like the man. I said I divorced him, honey. It's all good. You can have him. I just divorced him.
You
It's
know,
okay. People get
SSRC,
divorced. Listen,
SSRC
people
and
get
Brooke, they're
divorced.
both enforcers. She's like, wait a minute, wait a minute,
Oh,
wait a minute,
I
wait,
mean,
not too
I
fast.
I still he is family because I am married to his cousin. I'm just saying that I divorced the man back in like 2009. It's okay. It's all right.
And that, you know what?
Well,
Coincidentally, Rhonda, you know
2012
what?
when I saw his cousin when he came with the shield. Like,
That's so crazy because that's around the same time when we also got divorced. Ain't that crazy? We also got divorced around that same time. I told you we were talking about this before you came in.
great
When I saw
minds,
Roman in the Shield, I was like, wait a minute, wait a minute,
minds
wait a
think
minute.
alike.
Who is that?
That's
Who is
what I
that?
was
I want
thinking.
to see more of this guy. And to this day, just like that meme, to this
I'm
day,
like,
to this day.
right. I'm like the CIA. I'll find out anything about anybody if you need some information. I said, who is that? I said, oh, okay. I said,
Right.
oh, I said, oh, they related. I said,
Mhm.
I said,
Yep.
what is a girl to do? Oh, well, you know what? It is time for me to move around. Time for me to move on. That's what I mean. It's all good. Like people get divorces every day. J-Lo is
They
divorcing
do.
her next husband out again. Honey, listen, if something she can keep a lot of things, but apparently she cannot keep a man.
Dang. Dang.
SSRC says I'm married to Roman too, but The Rock is my side piece.
I mean, listen, ain't nothing wrong with that. I was having a conversation with somebody earlier about that, but I didn't. But I was giving advice. I said, honey, having a side is not for people. Do not do that. If you are broke and unemployed, it is not safe and it's not healthy and
It's not
smart.
safe.
Don't do that. It's not safe, it's not smart, and it's not healthy. It's not neither one of those things. It's and if you broke, you definitely don't need to have no side piece. Now me personally, I don't judge people. I don't judge people in their kinks. You like what you like, you do what you do.
Oh
But
Lord.
for me, I have never really been into having side pieces. My memory is not that great. I will forget your name. So for me, I can't do that
Oh
because
no.
I won't remember who you are. So
Not, are you gonna be the one where he's
I
like,
just
hey
don't
girl,
do
you
it.
trying to
But
get up tonight? And you're like, who is this?
who is you?
That's gonna be
Because
you.
I'm not even
Who
gonna
is
get a number
this?
say who is you? Who is this? Yeah, that's me.
Who
Who
is
is this? That's me. Who is this?
Who is you?
Who is you? Yeah, I was just giving them advice because it's not. It is. I mean, how many stories have we seen? I watch a lot of crime TV shows, right? So you see all these stories about people killing their girlfriends, their wives, and I'm like, you was broke. Why was you even doing this in the first place? You don't even have the
Should have been
funds
getting
to
some money.
keep nobody. Like side pieces are to be seen, not to be heard, and you have to pay them in order to keep them quiet. So why are you bringing somebody into your foolishness? I don't get it. So, but that's just
Well, Rhonda,
I don't know.
speaking of side
I was
pieces,
just giving
I
them
have a
advice.
question for you.
That's all. Just
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. Speaking of side pieces, I have a question. What are your thoughts on Jay and Rhea? Because he's basically her Yeaton hype man life coach side piece.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't.
You
think
too.
I don't really think that it. I don't think it's helping neither one of them. I just think it's some foolishness. But that's just me.
That's
I just feel like they
Fooly
doing it some
That's what I
foolery.
said.
Like,
I
you
said
just
that.
they doing
Tomfoolery.
it as a joke.
Haberdashery.
Tomfoolery. That's what my mom be saying. Tomfoolery. They doing it as a joke.
Yeah.
And
right.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like jokes. People tell me I'm funny all the time, but I ain't no comedian. But I don't like it. I don't like it because I think they playing in our face, like these young people say.
For
The
sure.
Gen Z say playing in our face. I think they playing in
100%.
our face. They playing in
Oh
our
yeah,
face,
Kendall.
and I don't like
100%.
it. Yeah.
For sure.
Y'all excuse my background. I'm in my living room and I have a cat, and that is his cat tree in the back.
I was
And
about
as
to
you can
say, is
see,
that a
he
cat
has-
tree?
Yeah, and he done tore it up, child. He need a new one. He need a new one. I'm
Dang.
just glad he's walking around, but he's not over here near me. So I'm just glad he haven't come over here and like stuck his face in the camera, because he does that when I work. Because I work from home like 2 days a week, so I have to like keep him away from me if I'm on a Zoom, because he will come over and hop on my meetings, and they like, oh, Sam. I'm like, God damn it. Like, get out of here. Like, he does that all the time. I don't know. I feel like they are playing in our face. Like, they're doing it as a joke, and I don't like it, because to me what's the purpose? Like, how far
That's
are
what
you
I see.
going to take this? They both are
That's what I
they
see.
both married. Like,
Right.
what are we doing?
I said the same
And
thing.
don't get me
You're
wrong,
both married.
I'm sure they spouse understand, like, it's a storyline, but I'll be honest with you. Honey, my husband, you come home and you done kiss somebody, me and you finna have a meeting of the minds, and it ain't gonna be good. I'm
Not a
probably
meeting
gonna
of
bust
the
you upside the head
minds.
with my cast iron. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Even though I don't understand, like, and not in a good way, because I'm probably gonna go upside your head with a cast iron skillet, or I'm finna play grit ball. It's gonna be one of the two,
No,
and that's
not
not
the
good.
grit.
So
Oh,
yeah,
no.
I wouldn't be very I just wouldn't be very understanding. So yeah. People might not in the chat know what grit ball is. So grit ball is what happened to Al Green in the 70s. So he was cheating on his wife, and he went to go take a shower. And while he was in the shower, she heated up some grits on the stove and threw it on him. So you ever heard the story about him being burned? That's what happened. That woman burned him with some grits. Grit ball. Boop. Yep.
Oh.
That's what made him turn to pastoring too. Look at God. Won't he do it already?
That's a painful way to Christ, isn't it? One could say he was
painful
forced.
way to get to find Christ again, but
Right.
I don't think he was forced, but that's a painful way to find Christ again. But hey, whatever works for you, you know. But
Oh my
that's
gosh.
grit ball. So that's what I would be doing to my husband if he like, well, you know, I had to kiss so oh, you did? Oh, okay. I'm acting like everything cool till you walk in the house. Boop.
Right. And the fact that I agree with you, they're definitely doing it as
But
a joke. The way
I don't
they're
know. I don't see what the purpose, and like for me,
yeah, the way that they're leaning into it on social media, like, you know,
I just
her
feel like
posting a picture and oh, sorry, I think we have a little bit of a delay. I'm sorry.
yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry. You go ahead.
yeah, I think we did. I didn't hear. No, I was just saying, like, I'm just wondering, like, how far are they gonna take it? Like, how far are you going to push it? Like, you can only push it so much.
Right.
And so, like, for me,
Right.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe they see something that I don't. I don't know. I'll be honest. I may not see the vision, but like for me, it's just how far are you gonna go with it? You
I'm
gonna
with
have them
you.
kids?
You're not the only one.
I mean, and maybe, like I
What
said,
Brooke
maybe they
said.
spouses are okay with it, but honey, I wouldn't be. No, you ain't kissing nobody. You gonna do what? Huh? Oh, okay.
I hear you
I'm
on
kiss
that,
somebody
and you know,
too. We gonna both be kissing people.
okay,
We gonna both
right. If
kiss
you're
people.
you're just playing,
I'ma
I was
kiss
just playing
somebody.
too.
I was just playing too. We both playing. We both playing PlayStation. What's up? I Yeah, I don't know. Like I
Yep.
said, maybe they have a vision that I don't see. But for me, I feel like Jay's story is finally winning a singles title and his cousin coming to grovel. Because Roman owes him an apology. Like, you owe your cousin an apology. You was a menace for like 2.5 years to your family. You got to grovel to them in order to get them, for y'all to come back together and, be together again. So that, for me, that's to me what Jay need to be focusing on, not Rhea. And I don't know what they doing with Rhea. Are they gonna have her beat Liv again? And even if they do, who's going to be her opponent? Because it don't seem like any of the other women are even highlighted or wrestling. And I don't like that either, because EO is theirs. I feel like they wasting EO. Who else is on Raw? They're wasting EO. I don't even remember what other women are on Raw.
Let's see, the stud line. We've got Zelina Vega. We have Lyra Valkyra. I've just gotten. I'm sorry, Pure Fusion Collective. Who are they pretty much all former? They're all former champions.
I called them exactly what you just said, even though supposedly one of them is not. But that's what I call them.
Right. It suits them.
I call them that too. It does. Who is that?
This is pretty much it.
Boy, y'all
Cody's head on the baby.
Ooh, they so
he is carrying him.
They is quick.
He is literally carrying him.
That is. He is carrying that man, carrying his water and everything else.
He's still working to make that title relevant.
What did y'all think about their segment that they had? I have my thoughts.
Nick, what say you?
But,
yeah, I know I have mine too. Nick, why don't you go first? You're muted, hun. I don't know if you can hear it. You're muted.
Good cinematic video type of segment. Showing
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I had muted because I was working on some different parts of the graphics here, but
I'm sorry.
yeah, I mean it was good cinematic. It was a cinematic promo vignette type of thing. It was cool. They shot. I like whenever they do the shooting on location parts of it. And it was probably just a way for Roman living in Florida going to Georgia is easier for him than going to California, so he doesn't have to be on the show and have to, it just makes sense that. And then of course someone did, I think SSRC mentioned about Cody not keeping up with kayfabe and him being in Atlanta, but then on the show tonight. So I didn't mind it. I like. I'm gonna rewatch it and everything. But
because Roman live like in Florida, live like in Tampa, in that area.
Pensacola, right?
I think he lived like in that area. That is not.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. That's not too far from Atlanta. I have a friend who lives in Jacksonville, and she in Georgia. That Georgia line is right there, so it was easy for him to get there. I will say that is the best that I've seen Homelander look with somebody. It could have been because of who his partner was, but that's the best that I've seen him talk with his opponents or call his opponents. Because I don't know, with everybody else, I just ain't been impressed.
Well, you know what, Wanda, I told Nick.
So let me just say that I am.
I'm sorry. I was just gonna say the reason why he looked good is because there were no fans. The fans can't boo you if there's no fans. The fans, he isn't distracted by them cheering for Roman because they weren't there. That's why.
Mr. All Days Off.
Oh Lord.
Not Cody Anawai. I'm weak. Mr. All Days Off, go to the corner. Go to the corner.
But you're right though, because when he came out there with Kevin to help, and when Kevin picked up the chair, you heard the cheers. The people want him to hit him with the damn chair.
Yep.
And I was
They
like,
do.
hit him with the damn chair. Like I was screaming.
That's what I
hit him.
said.
Hit him.
That's what
And
that's
he
what I said.
didn't. And I was like, Kevin, you being a punk ass. You should have knocked his ass out because you mad. You mad that he teaming up with y'all common enemy. Pow, pow.
That's right.
That was your time to
Bop bop.
hit
Bow
him.
bow
Hit-
bow bow.
Right, pop, pop. He didn't. I didn't like. I understand they like teasing us. Like they like teasing people. I don't like to be teased. Don't tease me like that. But
I hear you, because
if
this
he
is the
don't
second
hit
time they've
him,
done
I'm
that.
gonna be more pissed because
Mm-hmm.
this is the second time, and honestly, at this point, they really ain't got nothing for Kevin to do, and you can tell. So they might as well just turn his character again and see what happens, and see what he come up with. Let the man cook. I mean, I
That's
don't know.
I agree. Let him cook.
Listen, I
Let him
would have
cook.
laid Homelander out,
SSRC.
baby. He would have been on the floor. I would have laid him out. But that's
Bop, bop.
just me, because you gotta see me, because you teaming up with that dude who been kicking my ass for like 4 years. Oh no, bro. No, we ain't cool no more. No.
Pretty much, and remember, not just him, but all his cousins too. He was beating you down. All his cousins were beating you down.
Family. The whole
He
family
been getting
been
beat
whooping
up
his
for.
ass for 4 years, and you decide you want to team up with him and help him. Man, go. I would have laid him out so quick. Man, please. No, I
Exactly.
done stopped being friends with people for less than that. No.
I agree. I
Nope.
agree with that.
That's unrealistic. But
I agree. And remember
nah,
too,
I'm
not
sorry.
only
I would
that,
have laid him
but
out, baby. He would have been on the ground.
for sure. Especially when you saw at the end they had Cody to pick up the chair. I know Kevin, he picked up the chair again. Like Cody hugged him and whatever, and then he picked up the chair again. I'm like, you gave him a third chance to do this. Like swing on him. Swing on him. Like,
Gave him another time. Swing on him, and he still didn't do it. And I'm like, that was your chance, Kevin, to get him.
Yep.
It was right there, and he just didn't take advantage of it. And I'm
Right.
like, what is going on? It was just bad. Like that scene was bad. Oh, Martina.
Smack that bleach out of his hair,
Why
SSRC
do they
says.
keep having Salmon come out there with Gunther?
Oh my God!
I-
Don't get me started.
Tired
I
of
don't
it.
like that.
I'm tired of that.
I'm
I'm tired of
sick of it.
the teasing with Xavier Woods turning heel on Kofi.
Yep.
Seth and Randy, what they think about Cody helping Roman. Seth
Yeah,
broke his
think of
body
that
for
too.
Cody. Held on by
All the
duct tape
Cody
and-
Vengers
Yeah,
Oh,
Cody. Yeah,
whoever said on site,
prayers.
on site. It should be on site for both of them too.
Yep. All the Cody Vengers.
On site.
Remember, 'cause
period.
I-
Like, period.
Absolutely. All I have never forgotten who was in the ring with Cody after his win at WrestleMania. LA Knight, CM
Yeah.
Punk, Randy
Yeah.
Orton,
Mhm.
Kevin
Yeah.
Owens, Jay Uso.
Yep.
Everybody's gonna get theirs. And honestly, now that I'm thinking about it,
Everybody.
is this like Jay's punishment? Like this is your punishment for turning your back on your family? I mean, yeah, they were, gaslighting and manipulating you, but that's still your family. That's still your cousin. Yeah, see, that's right, Jeff. Cena was there too. I love. She put his full government. Joshua Samuel Fatu.
Yeah, he was.
Yep. And Undertaker too. You can get some too. You can get some too.
She put the man
Yes,
whole
yes.
government.
Yep. All of them. I never
He was
forgot
there.
that.
I forgot. He sure was.
Yes.
Every single one
Yes,
of them
indeed.
was in the ring, but
Mark Calloway.
that
Yep.
was a miss. That was a miss. Yep, he can get it too. But yeah, that was a missed opportunity to have like Kevin actually just like it was just a missed opportunity because that's the second time. So how many times we gonna do this? You gonna be third time's the charm? Like stop playing with us. Either have them do it or not. But don't
But you,
tease us about doing this. Because honestly, said, like other than this, what is Kevin doing?
Waiting
absolutely.
out,
And I
waiting out his
remember,
contract.
Like I feel like they're wasting Kevin's time. Like,
I
is his
agree.
contract about to be up, or did he resign? I thought Kevin had a new contract, or maybe I'm wrong. Did he not resign recently, or
I think they're still working on it because there's some speculation that he might go to AEW. But if y'all remember, if you walk with me here, remember a few months back, because my mom was the one who pointed this out to me. Remember when Kevin Owens said, I've been battling with the bloodline for like the last 4 years, like we said, and he was talking to Timu Bloodline, and he said, Usos and Roman Reigns, I respect them. But you guys, y'all are just a bunch of guys. I don't know y'all. And I said then, I feel like ultimately Kevin Owens is going to end up helping Roman, even by default, even if it's just to get back at Cody. I never forgot that. Because I'm like, now, why would he say that? Why would he say that? Like you said, these dudes have been putting him through tables and beating his ass for years. And he literally said, I respect them more than you. So what does that tell you? It's coming. It's coming.
Couldn't have said it better. And that Kevin Owens being involved is better than Sami Zayn being involved. I will say that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I,
listen, when they actually meet, have all of the bloodline, like the real bloodline and Sheen bloodline, when they had them meet up, like Sammy does not need to be there. I do
he
not want to
does
see
not.
him. Leave him where he
She
at.
in bloodline.
He does not need to be there.
Timu
We already
bloodline.
got the Sheen bloodline on the other side. We don't need him. Just have Paul, Roman, and his cousins. Like, and if you just need
She
a
in
family member, it
bloodline.
ain't like he ain't got family. Like y'all can go pull somebody. He got plenty of cousins, cause them people seem to be very fertile people.
Fertile
Um,
myrtle,
Not
girl.
taking
That's what I
advice.
said.
um.
That's what I
So
said.
they is
Fertility is not
kind
an
of
issue.
them is the kind of people you would not have any sort of relations with if you is not trying to have no baby. Like absolutely not. Y'all will blow y'all breath or somebody pregnant. Absolutely not. I want no parts of that. Mm-mm.
The problem, Triple Fraud is taking advice from bots on here. You would have thought they told Jay he'd get free Waffle
See,
House for the rest of his
see,
life the way he was smiling in
call
that
him by
ring.
his. See, I call him by his government name. See, Paul Levesque gonna have to see me because Paul is playing in our face. See, I call
He
him by his
is.
government name because you can't. He really thought he was slick. When Robert came back, he came out to his original song. I said, oh, okay. Cause I done told you on about 20 times that I don't like a King of Kings song. I like Time to Play the Game. Like that is my song.
I do
The
too.
King of Kings song is alright. I like Time to Play the Game. Like
I
that.
agree.
I will say again, I'm a little biased because I actually can play that
Team
song
Boo.
on instruments. I can actually play that song, so maybe that's why I'm a little biased. But
Oh,
I
you
don't
want
get.
to
Hey,
get? You
listen,
gonna?
I just ordered a dress from Sheen, baby. I just ordered a dress from Sheen. Now, I like Sheen.
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
I'm with
like
you.
that new that new bloodline the new bloodline is not like Tory Burch or somebody. You know, they just a
Not
little. You
Tori.
know, it's last season. It ain't like the good stuff. You know, it ain't the spring collection. It's like last year's stuff. That's all.
Not last year. Not the outlet. They're the outlet.
Honey, that's all I go because listen, I love Tory Burch, but honey, I do not go when the season is in collection. Them bags is like $600. No, I get last year's bag. They just good and they on sale. No, I don't pay
Right.
nothing full
Absolutely.
price. absolutely not.
Oh
Absolutely
no.
not. So yeah,
Oh
she
no.
ain't bloodline. Don't get me wrong though. Like I feel like Solo done came a long way. Like I feel like Solo has
Yes.
really improved. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I like Tama. I'm gonna need them to do better because I like Tama that I used to see in New Japan. That's what I need to see. I don't like this shit that they got going on right now. I'm gonna need them to. This need to This need to appear at some point. So that and Jacob is a beast. Like I love Jacob. So like I just said she. I just said she because like I said they last year's collection. It's all good. Like they all right. You know, but Solo don't need to be leading them. Jacob could lead them. Like
Well,
I don't buy
I
Solo
have
as
some
a
thoughts on
leader,
that.
so that's why
I feel
called him.
I was just gonna say, I feel like they're doing that on purpose. Like they're definitely showing you, they're planting the seeds for them turning on Solo, just
Yeah.
as they eventually
It's
turned on
gonna happen.
Roman.
I'm just
Like
wondering
in
how long it's
it's
gonna take. Right.
exactly, it's gonna happen, and they're also planting the
Like
seeds for
it's
Roman
just
to be like,
the difference is I don't think it's gonna take as long. Like where it took so
oh
long
no,
with what Roman and them did with theirs. As I call it, we got 4 years of cinema, but
right?
this not gonna take as long,
Cinema.
but you can already tell. And honey,
Oh
I
no.
just need Jacob to stop doing this prayers because that be tickling me. You be sitting there doing this. I be about to cry because I be laughing so hard and he'll be holding his hands, praying at this man. And I'm like, what he is? He know it's on sight, baby. If I ain't running to him, listen.
For sure. Oh hey,
If
RB.
I listen,
Hey,
I'm
hey.
trying to go to WrestleMania. I'm
Me
trying to go
too,
to
sis.
WrestleMania, but honey, if I run into him, me and him gonna have a misunderstanding. So yeah,
You're
because it's
already
on
planning
site.
it. We're going to
But
have a
we gonna see.
misunderstanding.
Hopefully by then they have stuff.
What's up, RB?
Huh? You
Talk.
see
Did
how I didn't
mention
mention?
Botcha Loa.
Honey, we don't mention people that don't. We don't mention people that don't matter. That's a non-factor.
Dang. Dang.
He's a
But
non-factor,
he's
boo.
gotten
He's a
better.
non-factor.
He's
That's why I
he's
didn't
gotten
mention him.
better.
Has he?
He's got two
Has
eyes
he
now.
really? Has he?
I mean, I didn't say by how much.
I really try not to look at
Just
him
look.
when he on the screen.
Hey.
Okay. What, 10%? You
Thank
give him
you, RB.
10%.
Just
I give him 10%.
just a little.
Hi, I'm good. Somebody asked me how I'm doing.
Hey.
I'm good.
That was
There's
RB
RB.
there.
Yeah,
Oh, and hey, London.
SSRC says,
but when he first came,
SSRC
he was
says
horrible when he
respect
first
Dr. Love.
came. Has he done a little better? Yeah.
Well, at least he's got gear
Uh,
now because before, remember, he was dressed like a waiter. He had like the black button down and slacks. At least he gets, as Brandon called it, the kinky gear and
yeah,
leggings. You know, that's an improvement.
yeah, because he like you said, he was looking like he was finna take your order at Olive Garden. It was embarrassing. I don't know what
He did.
I don't know what that was. That was
Either
that
that
was
or
horrible.
security. Remember when he was?
I
Remember
will
when he
say
was wearing a polo?
yes. Yep, because that's how they dress. Yeah, I give him a little credit. I think like he's improved like maybe 10-15%. But and he can't go back to NXT and do no crash course and getting help. Like they put him with these group of people, so he is stuck with them and he sticks out like a sore thumb. Like he is the weakest link. Like, and you can see that he's the weakest link out of everybody. And so I don't know what they could do about that. They should have really thought about that before they actually put him with them. But I mean, it's too late.
Dang.
It's too late now. So here we are. This is my first time being here. This is my first time being on a show like this, period.
Yeah, that is
yeah,
awesome. It was
it's too late. It's too late now. He's with them, so he's just gonna have to try to improve on the fly. So good. I mean, I don't know. Who's the who's the goat
SSRC is.
though?
I think
Who's
she's
the
being
goat? See,
facetious.
that's why I don't. Oh, cause I don't like having that conversation with people because it's very subjective. It's just like when somebody
That's true.
asks who's the GOAT in basketball. You can ask 100 people, you're gonna get 100 different answers. You're not going to get the same answer, and it's a generational thing. If somebody called my dad right now and said, "Dad, who is the GOAT of basketball?" That man will say Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That is who he
Oh
will
man.
say. And he will argue up and down about why Kareem is. And you're not gonna
Oh
change his
man.
mind. And my dad is like 60, 67. That's
Oh
it.
man.
If you ask my
Now,
brother, he probably would. Well, my brother kind of wishy-washy, but he probably say Michael Jordan. You're gonna get a different answer. He said my Cody Rose fan, honey.
now, RB, I'm
we don't do
insulted
that here.
that you think.
We
No,
don't do
Right.
that here.
I'm insulted. You think we would
No,
have them kind of people
no,
up
I'm
here?
not.
That's
I
no. Mr. All Days
don't
Off. I say
dislike
Playboy
him, but
too.
Homelander does nothing for me.
Oh, Tree. Oh no! I told you she was playing. I knew she was
Homelander
playing. I
does
was like,
nothing
ain't
for
no
me.
way.
He doesn't excite me. He doesn't hold my.
Oh, he did. I told you.
FYI, RB, no. And Homelander does nothing for me. He doesn't excite me. He does not interest me. I'm only interested with him when he's in the ring with people that actually do interest me. But his song is cute. The song is catchy. So I like music, so the song is catchy. But yeah, he don't catch me, but the music, his song do.
You sound like me. I said he has great gear.
That's about as nice as I can be. That's about as nice as I can be.
She put the sarcasm. Yeah, I was like, ain't no way.
That's about as nice and as polite as I can.
I said about Cody, if I have to say something nice, I said he has nice gear.
He does.
And I would say that he's.
Well, damn. Okay, that's the only thing I like.
Yeah, RB said, I don't like your theme. I don't like the way you talk. I don't like the way you walk. I was like, nothing. No, RB, no. We this is not a safe space for Cody fans. You're going to be highly offended from start to finish. We do not do that here. This is not a place for you if you're a Cody fan.
And
Throw me in tears just like him.
Like Martin, like y'all have been way more like nicer. Even though you're not fans, y'all are way more nicer than me. I'm very disrespectful. So I don't like it
you have to go back and watch the. You have to go back. You have to go back and watch the archives on that, because our first couple episodes of this, doing these longer post shows and everything, we went in the first 2 back-to-back weeks. We streamed for 5 full hours of just one-liners after one-liners roasting Cody. Also, this picture that I found, I have Twitter pulled up so we can do like the telestrator type of thing. This is exactly what it felt like. Batman versus Superman, 1000%. And Martina, I know it's pretty cool that Roman being Batman there.
I approve. I'm Martina, and I approve this message.
I'm a Marvel fan, so I really don't like Batman or Superman like that. But
Rhonda.
Analogy, okay.
Yeah. The analogy. Kendall says, "I like Rhonda. She gets it."
Not you too,
Listen,
Kendall.
I do. Listen, I do like Batman. I like the DC comics, but I grew up reading Marvel comics, so I'm a little biased. I always say if I'm biased about something, so I'm a little biased. I grew up reading like Marvel comics, so for me, that's kind of like what I kind of like have more affinity with. But that's a good analogy, because Homelander is Superman. He is inherently, or at least he portrays, he is inherently good. And Batman, not so much. Although
The
I will
anti-hero.
say, like,
The anti-hero.
Mm-hmm.
he's very anti-hero. So that actually makes perfect sense, that analogy.
That's true.
So
And like Batman, Roman.
Michael Keaton is the only Batman though.
Oh yeah, like Batman, Roman. He might not be the hero that they wanted, but he's the hero that we need. Now they want him, but back in the day they didn't.
Well, and
Support the chief,
that
but we gotta
ties
act like
into
Tony
him
Soprano.
even, when he came. Now, right,
Wait,
you didn't, but who knew that was what we needed? And I get really, like, see a lot of, like, the tweets, like, people tweet about the show and stuff. He says Vaseline shine. Okay, he look like one of them pastors at a Baptist church that is on
That's
first
what I
Sunday
said.
passing around communion, trying to make the light money and the building fund money. That's what them shoes look like, and I know what they look like because I spent my whole childhood in a church just like that, and that's how them shoes
100%.
look. They look just like that.
100%. Pastor Cody, Senator Cody,
Governor Cody.
He's definitely
Governor Cody.
Yeah, he definitely gives off that type of
Politician.
vibes, for sure.
Not Vaseline shiny.
For sure.
Yeah.
The enforcer's going to bend you
This
on
is
how
you
to
wild,
go.
Rhonda.
I don't.
Good night, Brooke.
I can't, like I said, people tell me all the time I'm funny. I don't think so, but
Oh yes, you are.
everyone has
You're
an
very
opinion
funny.
everyone has an opinion about you that you may not necessarily, like, agree with. But I don't know. I will say, like, that promo that they did, even just how it looked. Like, I'll say this again. I said this the last time when I was on you guys' show. I have no idea who is working, like, they cameras, like, who is doing all of that. But get them people a raise, because they have stepped it up big time with
That
everything.
is from the ties.
Graphics, the camera work.
That's from the ties in with TKO and the UFC
It is
and
phenomenal.
everything with what they're doing over there. Dana has spoken that he's had some influence in how WWE has gone about their production and everything like that. Jeffrey there says Pastor Jamal Rhodes. London says Senator Rhodes,
No.
Governor Dustin.
Can we? Okay, so let's see. So can at some point can we move on from these jokes where people be trying to put Cody in the black community, because as a black person,
Girl,
in the community, I am highly offended back.
That's what I said
He
too.
is not one of us.
I got so
Kendrick
much
said
hate for
not
saying
like
that.
us. Not like
I said the same thing. I'm like, as I said that on one stream, I'm like, I'm
Y'all
black, so I can speak
all
on behalf of
listen.
black people. And no ma'am, no sir, no ma'am. He
No ma'am,
just
no
because you're
ham,
married to
no
a black
bacon.
woman doesn't mean that we like you, sir. Like, no, he's trying to
Not-
that doesn't mean we like you.
Not to be vulgar, but you can't fuck your way out of racism. We're not doing that. That's not
Oh no.
You can't. do
And
that.
honestly,
You can't.
he's not big enough. He's not cool and engaging and fun and important enough to be getting all these passes to the cookout. Like, no. Mm-mm.
All he could do
Brooke.
is sit outside
Brooke,
and
y'all
wait
made
for-
Brooke come back.
wait
You
for
made
a
Brooke
break.
come back. She was about to go to bed.
What?
Brooke said, "Wait a minute." She said,
I
"Wait a minute."
didn't mean to. I just
Exactly. I'm like,
I've been seeing that joke
Tony,
for like over a year now, and
I've been
like,
seeing it too.
when are we going to move on? And
I'm
it
with you,
really
Rhonda.
irritates me. And every time I see it, I be like, we can't fuck our way out of racism, y'all. Like, I don't know if y'all know that,
No.
but that's not possible.
And honestly, in his case, he can't cry his way out of it
have
either.
sex. You can't cry do none of that. Like none of that. So what we doing? Like his name is whatever his name is. I don't even know his government name, but whatever it is, don't be trying to. He can sit. He can sit outside and wait for his plate like the rest of them who can come, but you can't come in. No, that's not what we doing. Like, y'all, I'm gonna need everybody that keep doing it to move on at some point. I'm gonna need y'all to
Mr.
find
All Day's
another
off
joke.
is a fool.
It's not funny.
Really, sir?
He said,
Really,
right away.
sir?
Thank you. Somebody got some sense. Somebody said he is not invited.
Yeah, he
Thank
is.
you. He can wait for his.
He is not.
Outside.
I said that on another
we don't
stream
want none
when
of
they're
your
like, he's
food
invited. I'm
either.
like, he is not. I'm taking that back. I'm gonna take that pass
He
and give it to
invited your
someone else. Absolutely not.
But see,
SSRC.
I tell people he invited to your shit. He can't come to mine. Mm-mm. See, they play too much.
SSRC, girl, you
y'all
crazy.
like, no.
Shit.
I had a
I
dream
wish
that
he
one
would
day.
go
You
back
know
to
what?
AEW.
You know what though? I don't really want him to go back. I want him to stay there, but I want them. And I blame it all fault to me. It all goes back to Triple H or Paul Levesque. Like I said, because I don't call him by. I'm mad at him, so I call him by his government name from now on until he actually get back on my good side. This is all Paul Levesque's fault because you did not have to be listening to these people whining and shit on social media. Fuck these damn people. Fuck them. Like, why are we changing storylines for people who is crying on social media? If y'all don't go get a job and get y'all something to do, because y'all whining about a TV show and people in pay grades and tax brackets that you don't even belong in. Why do you give a fuck? It made no sense to me. It didn't make no sense. And you change the storylines for these crying ass damn kids. And these adults who are crying on social media about a TV show. Don't get me wrong. I have watched TV shows, and when they was canceled, I got mad, but I wasn't crying on social media about it. Like, it just ended, and that's just what it is. Like, shit happens. Like, get over it. And so they done changed the whole storyline.
Pretty much.
Crying ass damn people. And now that you did that, you ain't had nothing afterwards. There's no story.
Nothing.
And if I hear finish a story, I don't even like saying story no more because he done ruined that word for me. So you didn't have nothing afterwards because you decided to change the storyline for some crying ass damn adults.
Look, Libby's over it.
See, you know what?
She's over it.
I like that because kids know ain't. But you know what? Kids know ain't shit ass people. She know Kevin ain't worth a damn. She know Kevin ain't worth a damn. And she know at some point Kevin is gonna hit her daddy. She know. Kids know.
They do.
Kids know.
Yeah. She's
know.
Like,
triple fraud.
Ain't
Say
that
it louder.
Know, but she like this motherfucker. You need to watch out for him, daddy. He ain't worth two damn dead flies mixed together. But
Libby's got more foresight than him because he's gullible and keeps turning his back on him. Libby's like,
there you go.
The vibe is off.
Libby already knew, but that's what I'm saying is they decided to do that, change a whole story arc that has been like. Are we like? Do people not realize that it's been years like that? Of course, Roman was gonna fight his damn cousin. Like, are you idiots? Are you stupid? Of course.
Wait,
like,
of course.
Of course they were gonna write that. You know how much money they would have made? Are we kidding? Right. So the fact that they did that,
Rhonda, we already have requests for you to come back.
I would have been pissed off.
Already,
I mean,
you ain't even left.
I would have been mad if I was to been booked and I knew how much money we potentially would have made just from that, and now my pay done got a little short because y'all cried. Oh no. I'm gonna get the motherfucker who started the cry. I'm finna whoop your ass. You the reason why my money flooded. No.
Right.
Like, at the end of other day, like them doing that, like they had, and Paul Levesque, he gotta see me. When I get this back, somebody, I'll be looking for him first. I'll be like, where's motherfucker at? Where is he at? But he is the reason why this story with Cody having a title is not what it should be. It's not like Cody is a horrible wrestler. He's not. Like he is talented. Like I ain't like that from him. He's talented. He is. He's talented, and he can wrestle. Oh, see, that man bought me some flowers. See, I done got distracted.
Right? You see how I'm like, you want us to quiet down? We're like, hey, what's that you got there? What's that?
I mean, you want me to be quiet. You show that bitch, I get real quiet.
So this is Brandy's tweet from an hour ago, the gif here, and then someone said, your dog is relevant because of Roman Reigns.
She knows. She knows who she married.
Cooking her comments.
They do.
Right. I let her live because I usually don't comment when she say stuff because I might get disrespectful. So I just let her live. You know, sometimes you gotta know when to hold and when to fold. So I just let her get her little stuff off. You know, she ain't got nothing to do. So I just let her have it. Like, okay, you wanna have fair interactions. Okay, cool. You know, whatever. I just, I don't respond. You know, my parents always taught me you don't have to respond to everything. And so I don't respond to everything because I am one of those people.
SSRC. I blocked her and Cody.
So I don't think
a couple that stays together gets blocked together.
Yeah, sometimes they all gotta catch it. Like sometimes everybody gotta catch the mutual block. Everybody gotta get it. Sometimes you gotta get the whole family. You gotta get everybody. I remember
for sure.
Years ago,
the road to getting blocked.
I mean, sometimes you gotta do that. Sometimes you gotta block people. I done blocked my sister before. Like I did. I blocked on everything, my phone and social media.
Yep.
And she was
funny
mad.
You say that. I got.
But you wasn't mad when you were talking shit about me. You thought I was gonna let you slide. At one time, you gonna keep doing that, let you slide. No, we ain't doing that. No. I had to show you, bitch. I didn't tell you. She literally called our mom, and was like, "Run to block me." I showed did. I had to tell mama I showed the fuck did. How would I book Cody? I would have had, one, they messed up. They never had a story for him other than I got to finish the story.
Winning.
I never really understood that either. Was that really like Dusty's story? Like, I don't remember. I say it was really. I have to like go back and look this.
It was to sell merchandise.
Was Dusty Was Dusty cheated out of like the title at some point or something? Like I don't really remember.
Didn't he? I think he won the title, but he won it via count out, so he never really won it because the title can't change hands via count out. So they let him hold it, and then he had to give it back. So that was kind of, and they made a big deal about it because it was the WWE title that Dusty did that with, and so that's. But again, they could have just ununified the titles, put the WWE title back on Raw, have Cody be the guy on Raw and stay over there, and then Roman could still be the Universal title, the Universal Champion. I've been saying that since before WrestleMania.
That's how I felt. Like I felt like that's what they should have did. I felt like they missed something by not doing that. And so since they didn't do that, now what are you gonna do now? Because what you've been doing so far is trash.
You know what? Someone, I think it was SSRC that said, where were those AEW fans that were booing Cody? Like, we need them now. Yes, we do, because it's only a matter of time before the fans are going to turn on him. And I'm not wishing evil on him. I'm just saying you can already see the tide turning.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
there's another tweet.
We've seen this story before where people turn
100%
on somebody because you kept trying to push them. Like we saw, honey, I've been down with Roman like two flats on a car with two flat tires. And
Me too,
it was some
girl.
lean years when he was getting dog food poured on him, and his cousin running out there to help. And I said, Lord, they finna boo this because they didn't want to see him or his cousin. Like
I agree.
it's been some trying times, and so it's going to happen to him
Now,
too,
right.
and not because of
Just
him. It's because
right.
the fans aren't stupid. We're not dumb. We can see that what you putting together, or what you have tried to put together, is not. You're doing a disservice to him because he can make something work. I mean, like I said, he's talented. Like, he's talented, and you know, if he's in the ring with somebody that's just as talented as him, he can make it work. And even when he's in the ring with people who aren't as talented, he can carry them and help them through a match. Like we've seen him do it before. But he doesn't have a story, and that is such a disservice to the title itself. And for all the people who was complaining about, well, Roman don't be here, he don't defend his title. Honey, this man been here every week, and he been boring me to tears. I have been spending my Friday nights at the nail shop and having me a good time doing something else. Because I went on a hiatus. When Roman left, Ronda left. Baby, I found me something to do other than watch SmackDown. Y'all was not about
a lot of people did.
I'm sorry.
You know what? You're not alone, Rhonda. A lot of people did because the ratings took a dip.
I reclaimed my hours and did something else.
Yep.
I saw that. I saw, and that's what I'm saying. How I reclaim my time? I went to go find me some best to do. How I live in the DMV, honey. It's always something popping off right here, baby. I went and found me something to do because y'all wasn't doing nothing for me but boring me to tears. I can be bored at home, like I can bore myself. I'm not gonna be bored by people that's supposed to be entertaining me. So,
right.
Not the dog food.
I got the hell on. Roman left.
Triple H,
I got the hell on.
It's going the long way.
Yeah,
Something's
see
wrong with
what
you.
I'm saying? Oh my God.
Not the long way.
I don't even want to try to imagine it. That sound uncomfortable. But suffice to say, the fact that they decided to listen to these crying ass damn people on social media, this is why we've had this influx of, oh, I'll give you a title shot because we friends. What?
I respect you.
I love you. I respect you. I know. I watched you your whole career. We have history. Where's that trash can?
I was in. Listen, when I was in school, and I was on the debate team. I didn't give a damn about respect to nobody. I came to whoop their ass, and that's what I did. I'm not
exactly
because
what are we doing? How do you scratch and claw to get to the top of the mountain, and then when you get up there, you hugging on everybody? That's crazy.
You trying and don't like no, that's not how it works. When I was in band and we was competing against other bands, we don't respect them. We kind of whoop their ass. What are we doing? No, like
100%.
When you're in competition with people, you can respect them because you can respect them as a competitor, but you're not friends with them. Like, not to go into sports, and don't get me wrong, I do think Michael Jordan had friends, but at the end of the day, he was MJ because he was going to go out there when he played against you, and he was going to kill you if he could, and that's what you're supposed to do. So he doesn't have, I don't know, maybe he has a killer instinct, I don't know, he don't seem like he does. Or maybe it's the way that they're writing him. Maybe if he actually turned heel, we would see it. I don't know. We have to see it. I just have to see it. But right now, I don't see it.
100%.
And like I don't dislike him at all because I do think like he's a good person. Like I think he's a genuinely like a good person. He said I was in
That's what I always say too.
That's funny you said that. Yeah. My whole band, we actually went to watch Drumline as a band. We all went to go watch it as a group together when that movie came out. We did. Me and my whole band, we actually
Oh
we
man, back
did
when
that.
Nick Cannon had no kids. I remember that. You remember that before he had
Nick
his
Cannon,
50-11 kids?
yeah, before he had his whole tribe of cheering. Yeah, his 50-11 cheering. Yes,
Right.
before he had his tribe of children. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like they wait. I feel like they wasting. I feel like they wasting Cody. And I don't know what Triple H is doing. Like, I truly don't know what he's doing. Like,
Neither does
even
he,
even the
child.
people that he's had matches with. I remember when he had that throwaway like feud with AJ Styles, and I'm like, what are we doing to AJ? Why are we disrespecting AJ like this? Like,
That's what
it
I said.
it didn't make any. It didn't make any sense. Even with that, like the only like feud that made sense was when he was fighting Solo, and that's because they legitimately got beef. Like, Solo was jumping him with his family, so
Right.
that was a legitimate beef. But
You're
all of
right.
the rest
AJ Styles was
of
forced.
it wasn't. I don't know.
What Kendall said
I
right
don't
here.
know. Like, I'm gonna need them to do better.
100%. I am looking forward to the day when
That's
they
what
turn
I'm
on
waiting
him. I will
for.
be
And
seated.
so, but that will actually be interesting because at least that'll actually be a story, and it'll actually make sense. And if they write it and have it it'll make perfect sense of why they're mad at him. Because why are you teaming up with the folks who been kicking our ass for 4 years, dude? What are we doing? We ain't friends with them. It's on site every time we see them. Fuck them. Like, it made no sense. Like, if they were gonna do anything, if they didn't do what I wanted them to do, I need to holler at Naomi 200. Where is your husband? This man, he don't give a damn
That's
about
what
us.
I
Jimmy is enjoying his
said.
time off, and I ain't mad at him. You on
Where is
vacation, but
Jimmy?
Jimmy said, "Damn, now." Jimmy said, "Damn, Jimmy is enjoying his vacation, baby.
He
He
said,
ain't gave two
I,
damns about us because
he
I
said, I'll
know we
catch y'all later,
forget
Oos.
talking about him. Yeah,
Deuces,
he'll catch
oozes. He's
up.
on the injured reserve
Yeah,
list.
he said, "Deuces."
He
Bro-
He said,
Oh
hey,
no, Jeffrey! Jeffrey
it's back
is
"Deuces.
again.
I'll holler at
she's catching
y'all
strays.
whenever."
Oh no.
But
Oh no, Jeff.
since they,
No, you can't be harassing the enforcer. We need
you
her.
know what?
No.
It's funny, but but okay, he kind of wrong. But that last line, he right about that because they sat up there and lied
Yeah.
live.
So this is what we
Live.
Oh,
were.
they was live and was live.
Now Jeff
That was hilarious. The fact
Yeah,
that they,
Jeff.
but
Oh, they straight up lied.
it's to
Gaslighting.
me. But see, for me, they should have just. This is what they should have done if they was, because Roman was always gonna like fight Solo. I didn't know they was going to include Jacob in it, but okay. So this what if that's what they was gonna do. To me, it should have just been Roman against both of them. Do a handicap, like do something handicap. Because what they should have done, what I wanted them to do was have Jimmy to come back. Like, to me, Jimmy should have came back. But since Jimmy didn't come back, Roman should have went at it alone. Because right now he is a man on an island. He's alone. He done lost everybody.
Chief
like
without a tribe.
He said, I lost. They took Jimmy from me.
A man
His
without a
whole
country.
tribe is gone. Somebody was like, well, why didn't he mention Jay? And I'm like, well, Jay left him a long time ago, and he done kind of like gotten used to Jay being gone. But the other ones, no, they took them away while he was gone, so he got used to Jay not being there. But Jimmy and Wise Man being gone.
That's true. Jimmy and Paul were the last ones.
Right.
What we wanted versus what we got.
That's what they should. To me, that's what they should have done. It should have been. It should have been Roman and Jimmy. Like, that's what it should have been. But since it wasn't, Roman
definitely should have been Roman and
went
Jimmy.
at it alone. Like he said, I don't need them. He was like, I don't need him, and he don't. He don't.
He doesn't.
So to me,
Cody needs him. Cody needs him, but he doesn't need Cody.
But that remember I missed y'all last week, but the week before last when I was on y'all, so I said that I was like, it's obvious that Cody needs him, but Roman don't need Cody. Roman don't even have a title, but yet he is the biggest draw that they have.
Did you catch
Like,
when Cody said that? He's like, "It's not about being the biggest box office attraction in wrestling." I'm like, you can tell he. I remember I said
well,
that
if it, well,
when
if it,
Bloomberg put that.
yeah, well, if it's
You know
not
he felt
about,
some kind of way.
well, if it's not about that, well, if it's not about that, honey, hit dog will holler. Because if it's not about that, why you care?
Okay,
Yeet.
questions that need
Yeet.
answers.
Why you care?
Yeet. Right.
Hit dogs will all like my mom always say. Hit dogs will always holler. Oof, that was a hit dog hollering. He is mad that is like you. It's
He
okay,
is so
honey. Not
salty.
everybody is. He is salty like a saltine cracker. It's okay. Not everybody is meant to be that dude. If that was the
That's
case,
right.
it would be a whole lot of people running around here being that dude. It's not a lot of
Remember,
men that's
Roman
that
told
dude.
him, he was like, "Don't get me wrong, you're a great number two." He, Roman told him, like,
He sure did
he
say
told
that.
him, "You ain't got it."
He's straight. That's not a knock though. Somebody has to be too.
That's true.
Somebody gotta
Someone
be too.
has to clap as
It's
he
just
walks
you.
by.
Right. Like
Now to quote our
It's okay. It's okay that you're two. Somebody has to pick up the slack. Like, it's okay that you're two. You just need to be
And
okay
to-
with being two.
he does, to quote both of our ex-husbands. The Rock said it 20 years ago. Sometimes you really do just need to know your role and shut your mouth. Like, stop trying to compare yourself. Stop trying to
The
compete.
man had a point. Like, that was a whole
He did.
phrase, and then he was,
It's a word. It's a word.
that honey, that's a sermon for you. That is a good old Sunday service sermon. I mean, you're okay. Like, it's cool. Like, just be cool with who you are and stay in your lane. Don't try to, you go straight, honey. Don't try to turn to the left. Just stay right there and keep on going. But yeah, I mean, when he said that, I said, honey, why do you care? Hit dogs will always holler. Okay.
Right. Well, you knew he was bothered last week. You know he always wears church shoes. He showed up in sneakers.
When he
Remember
came out there
that?
wearing some sneakers, I said, when you start wearing sneakers, honey, because you've been in suits for like months.
In church shoes. Right, suits and church shoes. But conveniently, the night that Roman comes back and speaks for the first time in 5 months, you're wearing Jordans. Okay.
I said,
okay.
To be who they are, that is really like I know imitation the highest form of flattery, but when somebody is not being true to disingenuous, and so him like trying to dress like Roman is very weird to me. Like, if somebody did a poll, honey, and said, "Who just know I would," and when I show my friends pictures of Roman, they be like, "Who that is, girl?" Listen, they will watch just to look at him. They don't care nothing about nobody else.
They know what it is.
He just
so does Paul. Remember that Bloomberg event? Remember the interviewer that was like, "And how do you keep female fans engaged?" And he's like, "Well, just look at Roman Reigns." I was like, "Ma'am."
Next question.
Ma'am. Right. Is she
Next
blind?
question.
Like,
let's move on, because that look.
Why are you asking these silly questions, lady?
Next question, because there's nothing else that needs to be said.
That can be a perfect segue into the rest of SmackDown, since we've been hitting on the Roman and Cody cinematic promo. See, we just get into a tangent and just go in on slandering Cody. That's primarily what the final bell has been, just Cody slander.
I'll be honest. I I was be honest, y'all. I really did not want to do that. I did not want to slander that man. I'm gonna have to pray to the ancestors tonight to make sure that I can still keep my stairway into heaven, because I've been slandering this man for about an hour, and
Well,
I
you know what?
did
I
not
say look
want
at it as a.
to. I really
I see.
didn't.
You got to look at it as a
I was gonna
plus.
try to
We're
be. I was gonna try to be
we're
nice.
we're showing gratitude that we have good sight, good hearing, and good critical thinking skills. Like, this is a celebration of intelligence. That I look at it as, this is how we show gratitude. Like, thank you for my good sight, and that my hearing is good, and that I'm in a community of other people who see and hear well. Thank you. Like, it's okay. We're just showing gratitude.
Pun intended. Yeah, we do have a lot. Forgot we had more to talk about on SmackDown. Pun intended. Bleeding Delusional. What if Zilla comes and helps Roman
But
at Bad Blood?
I did like the
And then they let
Zilla come.
Jacob
Okay,
pin Homelander. Then the following Friday, he calls out Roman, challenges him at Clash at the Castle, which ends in a DQ. It'll be Crown Jewel in November, but they end. KO puts a beat down on Homelander, which leads into Survivor Series War Games with The Rock returns. Wow, that's some fantasy booking.
that was
Take
a
a picture of
lot.
that one.
That
It was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a lot. That was a
SSRC,
lot.
you're a
Like,
cooking girl.
I don't know about
We need like a cooking
yeah.
emoji or something.
You thought about that real hard. Like, what?
For sure. Throw some holy water on
I
Cody.
did like the I did like the match with LA Knight and Andrade, but I feel like Andrade don't really get a reaction, and that's not his fault. I blame Paul Levesque. Like, what we doing? What we gonna do with him? Like,
What are we doing?
like, I don't feel like they know what they're doing. Like, it's just weird. Although I will say, like, the matches that him and Carmelo have been having are really good. They almost are doing like a repeat of who did that years ago. They did like a best of 7 match on SmackDown.
Yeah.
They did like best of 7 matches. Who was that? It was somebody. I can't remember his name.
Nick,
It
you
might have
talked
been
about this.
Trying to make
Was it
Charlotte
was it
returning in.
was it was
They
it
did this.
Booker T? Was I think Booker T did that. Was
I've only been watching for
Booker T did that with
I've only been
somebody. I
watching
can't remember
for 5
who.
years, so I do remember whenever they did FTR and what the Lucha Bros and FTR did a best of 7, I think, just recently, but that's the only one,
Oh,
that I know of.
But also, this who did it too. Yes, that. Thank you. Booker T did it against the name that shall
redacted.
not be said. They did it in WCW, and also MVP
And-
did it against the name that shall not be said too. They did a best of 7 series.
They also
that's why
did
I
it
couldn't remember.
in AEW. They did it with the Young Bucks versus. No, I'm sorry, not the Young Bucks, but
FTR
who was it?
and
Who was? Thank you.
And the Lucha Bros, right?
No.
So
It
I
was
feel like
Will. It was Kenny Omega. It was Kenny Omega and the house dark triangle, black triad, dark. What's that called? Black triangle.
Death triangle.
Death triangle. Something triangle. If it help us out, y'all. Dark. Is it dark triangle? Something with the triangle.
I don't
Kenny
know
Omega and them.
One of the 148 people watching gotta have to know what we're talking about.
Yeah, help us with the name. But it was I think Kenny
feel
Omega
like
and the
that's
Young
what
Bucks
they're
and
like trying to create. Like that's what they're trying to do with Andrade.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what they're doing with
Death
Andrade
triangle.
and
Yeah.
Carmelo.
Thank
Trying
you.
to recreate
Thank you.
Right.
that.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, and they are doing
That's
part
it. Yeah,
6
I
next week.
feel like that's what
Next
they're
week on
doing.
SmackDown, they are doing part 6 of Andrade and Carmelo
Yeah,
Hayes.
I mean
So
it's
I'm
like
sorry.
they doing like a bit like they doing a best of series like a like in sports, which I mean I kind of get it, but then I kind of don't, because when it's over, then what are you gonna do? Because they really haven't wrote a storyline for neither one of them, and I don't feel like they know what to do with Andrade or Carmelo. But they both are
Mm-mm.
talented. Like, you could do something with them, but it's
For
like,
sure.
I don't know. It to me it feels like when you're watching, it feel like watching a soap opera, and you can tell when they like fixated on just certain characters, and then it's
Yep.
other characters that they could be writing stories for, but they're just in the background. Or to me, maybe they don't have enough writers. I don't know, but it is like obvious that you can
Hmm.
tell, like with certain people, they don't really know what to do with them. And so I mean, I write for them as long as I can be fully remote, because I can't come to the office, I can't come there, I
I
can't go
know
out there
that's right.
traveling, but I sit there. But
I know that's right.
you can just tell, like, that they are not, like, it's like certain, maybe they just, again, I don't know, maybe they don't have enough people to do anything. I don't know, but
What did she
so
say? What did Naya
okay,
so
say?
I saw that.
so so
I knew it. I
USA
knew it was.
did
I saw that.
they brought it up, and she
Say,
said, "Listen here, USA, this wasn't even necessary." So Seth Joseph, don't know who it is, but said, "You still deserve an Oscar award for that scream." And then Naya
I
quote
remember
tweeted,
that.
said, "Thank you, I'm a screamer," and our truth is already on top of it.
What did he say? That. What does he
he
say? I
said
can't
that's
read that.
tiptoe.
That's tiptoeing the line.
Not tiptoeing in the Kevin
Yeah,
Hart name.
I saw that earlier, and I bust out laughing because the people that comment on, they was like, ma'am.
Twitter is undefeated. Undefeated.
Every time. Every
I don't
time
even know if that's
the
PG.
memes alone will have you crying tears from in laughter.
I
But
just saw that one real
I
quick.
don't know. I feel like that they
Telling
don't know
you.
what to do. Maybe he should have stayed at maybe he should have stayed at AEW. Maybe he should have stayed at AEW. Wasn't he with AEW before he came back?
Who's that?
Honestly, sis, I feel like
I
Andrade
feel like
hasn't been
Andrade
used
was
well
at
anywhere. They
AEW. Maybe he
he
should have
was,
stayed there.
but they didn't use him well there
No,
either. They haven't used him well anywhere, unfortunately, which is terrible because he's talented.
maybe it's him. He's very
Oh dang.
talented. Like
He
he
definitely
is
needs a
really talented.
mouthpiece.
Like I
Like
don't know.
he's super talented. And he's like a third generation wrestler. He's extremely talented, but he needs a mouthpiece.
Didn't they just hire that guy back on the Legends contract, the one who used to come out there with Umaga? Didn't they just hire
Very
him back?
good. That's
He would be
That's
the
right.
been
perfect mouthpiece for him. Estrada, he would be perfect to come out there and talk with him. He is perfect. That's the
Yep.
perfect person. Because Umaga didn't talk. He just came out there and kicked ass. And Estrada did talking for him. Like,
Just
no,
like
that's the,
just like Brock Lesnar. That's what I said. He didn't talk for 20 years. Paul did all the talking.
yeah.
Yep.
But you know what? He talked when he first debuted. Like when he first
Yeah.
debuted, even though Paul was with him, like he talked then. And it's so funny when I tell people that are familiar with wrestling and know him from like UFC and stuff, they like, yeah, he what? And I'm like, yeah, he actually talked, y'all. Like I tell people, like,
Briefly,
at
yeah.
one point he actually did more than Suplex City, like them actually wrestle. Like he can wrestle.
Right.
Like like
I saw
he
a clip
actually
of
did.
Kurt
Like
Kurt Angle talked about how him and Brock actually wrestled for real. Like they got down and
they
they were
did.
like
They
grappling. Yeah,
They did.
and
When yep. When Brock first debuted, they actually had a whole grappling, like a real live in front of people, like grappling.
Mm-hmm.
They was wrestling, like they were wrestling. Like, so the man actually
Yep.
wrestled, but you know, but yeah, I think Estrada would be good, like with Andrade, because well, honestly, I don't really remember him talking, so I don't really know how he sound. Like, I hate to like be down in the man, because I've never really like heard him speak, really like talk,
Mm-hmm.
but he definitely needs a manager. Managers have become a lost art in wrestling too. Like, you don't see a
In
lot of
WWE,
managers
but not in
anymore,
AEW.
but managers used to really help.
Everyone has a manager over in AEW. Everyone has one over
Literally.
Really?
there.
Okay. I'll
Yeah.
be honest,
Everybody,
I
girl.
kind of watch AEW,
Everybody.
but I don't watch it a lot. That's correct. That's kind of weird.
Male,
Even
female,
ain't
champion or
Daniel
not.
over there? Even Daniel got a manager?
Well, he had a group,
Why?
but girl, they
Why?
tried to kill
Because
him.
I know. I
Literally.
saw that.
Not even
I
joking.
said,
Literally.
Lord.
Yeah.
I said,
It's just the way you said,
said,
just the way that,
Lord,
like, that's a
they
crazy
jumped that
statement to
man.
say. Yeah, they were in a group, but they tried to kill him. The crowd was chanting, "This is murder" and everything.
Yeah, just another day in wrestling,
I
you know.
saw that. I was like, oh, wow.
From those
It's
Vets
just another day in the life of being a wrestler. Everybody get jumped. Like, everybody get jumped like that. That's a rite of
That's
passage. Like,
true.
everybody's
That's
supposed to
true.
get jumped once, at least once or twice. Like, you
That's
cannot
true.
be a wrestler and not get jumped at least once or twice by friends, like people that you thought was friends with you, was cool with you. It has to happen to everybody at least once. And that's why I'm waiting for
That's
it to
true.
happen to Cody, because it is time
Yep.
for him to catch one. Because
That was why.
the
Real
minute that
quick,
he
did you
signed his
catch?
name on the contract, because Roman wasn't even gonna hand it to him. Like, he was holding his hand out for it, and Roman was looking at him, and I was like, "Don't you hand him shit," and he did it anyway. But
Did you catch
yeah,
when Cody
it's
said, "I need you to give me your word that you'll have my back"? What does that sound a lot like to you?
Yeah.
It sounds like, "I want you to acknowledge me." That's
Yeah.
that's his version of acknowledgement.
uh,
Like, they ain't slick.
what's gonna happen is they gonna win the match, and he gonna catch either a Superman punch or a spear for his trouble for coming out there interfering in his family business. That's what's gonna happen. And it'll be just what he deserved, because you ain't supposed to be out there in the first place. This is none of your business. This is not
Right.
even about you. This is about
Literally.
his family. They done got too big for their britches, and he got to put them in their place. This ain't got nothing to do with him.
Please, sir, can I have
And that's
some
why
more?
Kevin should have hit him tonight, because even last
Full
week
circle.
he was reaching for the contract. Roman was not handing him nothing. He wasn't even looking at him, and he was just steady. He was sitting there begging like a waiter, honey, begging like when a waiter take the receipt for you when you pay your food, and he waiting for you to get a little book so he can go run your
That's
card.
exactly what it was.
Like, that's how he was looking. He was looking like a waiter, and I'm like, hey, dude, he really
Just
don't
put
want
the
your
fries
help.
in the
Like,
bag,
do you not
bro.
know that he don't
Like they
like
say
you?
on Twitter.
Like, are you not catching the vibes? This man is not feeling you. He does not like you. Like, there's
Girl,
nothing.
no, he can't read the
Y'all have
room.
the only thing y'all have in common. He really cannot read the room, and so that's why Kevin went on and just stuck him tonight for doing that, because it literally, the story literally makes no sense. Literally said when Solo challenged y'all, that's Roman's business. I'm through with the bloodline, and then you ran your ass out there when this man interrupted his promo, which you pissed me off, because I'm like, why? I
too.
felt like,
That's what I
if you ever
said.
watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, when he came out there, I felt like Jocelyn. Ho, why is you here? Like, that's what I was thinking. Ho, why is you here? Why are you here? Looking around like, ho, why is you here? Why are you here?
That's
like
Such
that's
a
how I
good
felt. Like,
analogy.
and I
Why
said
is
out
you
loud too. I
here?
was like, "Oh, why is he here? I ain't talking to nobody, but that's what I said." And he came out there, and I'm like, "You came out there because you ain't like what he was saying, but where's the lie in what he was saying? Because nothing he said was a lie.
He ain't
I'm
said no
still." He
lies.
said, "I'm still who I am. Ain't nothing changed." He said, "Everything done changed, but not me." And I'm like, "Boom." You
And
know,
then had the
is
audacity.
the
I'm
point
like,
at the
this.
end.
I'm sorry. You go ahead. Go ahead.
And then try to say it's your ring anymore, honey. What? I said no, dear.
Tomatoes. Tomatoes.
Yeah,
Tomatoes.
I don't know. It's like boo this man, boo.
Boo.
Like that's how I felt. Like
Boo.
it was. You literally told Nick Collins that that's that's his family, that's his business. But then you ran your ass out there when this man out here talking. He trying to tell us what he about to do. Why is you interrupting? Like,
Tragic.
why is you again? Why is you here? Why are you
Why is you
here?
here?
You are the whole tragedy right now because you look. It was just really it was just really weird to me.
Rhonda, I was just gonna say, someone in the chat, can someone please take that Jocelyn and who is it? Jocelyn, Stevie, and Mimi Meme, and put Cody in that. Like, can someone please do that? Please. Yeah, please.
Why is you here? Yes.
Why is
Some
you
of y'all
here?
talented people.
Please.
Why is you here? Yes.
Please
somebody
do it.
make that for us.
Because it's so fitting.
I would save that because that's literally
I
what I
would save
said
it
when
and
I
share
heard
it.
his music. I said, why is he here?
And the fact that
Yeah.
he had the audacity to interrupt.
Doing?
He had already come out that night, and I'm like, "You're interrupting Roman. This is the first time we've heard our OTC in 5 months, and here you come. Get out of here. Go mind your business. Anybody talking to you? Like Jimmy, anybody talking to you?
All because
Ain't nobody talking to you.
he felt some kind of way. He felt some kind of way about what Roman said.
For sure.
Like
So
he felt
he's
some kind
triggered.
of way because Roman was like,
this
"This is my ring."
Yep.
Like that's all of what it was. But
that was a great promo whenever he
like,
brought
but
that back
he
as
wasn't
well. This one right here by Mr.
Yep.
This comment right here by Mr. All Days Off. This it's a good point because Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews, they were tagging together, they were tag team together, and then all of a sudden now Baron Corbin hasn't been on in weeks, and Apollo Crews has beat Vinci 2 weeks in a row after they just spent a month and a half of doing vignettes for Vinci. It doesn't make any sense.
It does not.
And then we kind of already hit on the tag match there.
So I because I knew like he was they've been showing all these, like you said, these videos about him. I'm like, oh, okay, somebody knew, but yeah, I mean they was having again throwing people together just to throw them together because y'all are trying to fill in the hours, to fill in with the show because that's what when they don't really have nothing going doing with Apollo and Baron. And then now Baron, he been gone. Where he at? Is he on leave? Is he taking a vacation? What is he doing?
That's an excellent question.
I don't know. It's just weird. And what are they doing with this new person? Because when was the last time Apollo even won like a solo match? And nothing against Apollo because I think Apollo is talented, but like when was the last time he won a solo match? Like,
yeah, I mean, he had the run for as Intercontinental Champion back at WrestleMania 37, and then all of a sudden was back in NXT, and then had Commander Aziz and was up and down, and then quiet, and then nothing, and then back into beating Vinci 2 weeks in a row. And then, of course, we had the Tornado tag match that was announced as a Tornado tag.
I know somebody
and then
mentioned
ended up
like
being
the 6-man tag. Can I just say, can they do something with my dude Montez? Because Montez Ford is talented and he's nice to look at too. FYI, that's just a bonus. But can they do something with Montez as they do actually break up the Street Profits. Like Montez is so talented, and we got to see that when they had a couple years ago when he was in that Hell in a Cell match, and he was him, and he was in there with everybody else was setting him. Like he is phenomenal. Like it would be a
They need
waste
to turn
if
him
they
heel.
don't do something with Montez. And I even like Angelo. Like Angelo has improved a lot for somebody to be his size. He moves really great. Like so, I don't know, but
That's
if
true.
they are gonna break them up or something, like don't waste them if they. Yeah, if they're gonna break them up, like don't waste their talent when they do it. Like, because at some point they probably
That's
will,
true.
but don't waste their talent when they do it.
So yeah,
It's
SSRC here tagged me. It also tagged Baron Corbin, said, "I know you didn't come back to the main roster to be
They know
buried
what it
again.
tagged
Oh,
man.
dang.
Don't you want an undisputed title
Oh,
shot?" And tagged me as well. I said, "Cody's got to respect him first before he gets one of those." So yeah, that
Y'all
I
so
mean,
Oh
savage.
God, he
the
probably would say that though.
You know what he's gonna do, because he loves to say things for a cheap pop. I followed your career since you were in the. Who did he play for?
can't, and like
The
as far as
Ravens or
that-
somebody?
Corbin played for the Baron Corbin played for the Colts.
Oh, okay. There you go.
That
You
was
know
Ron
he's gonna
Breaker
throw.
that
Yeah,
played
I
for-
followed you since you
somebody.
played for the Colts.
I forgot who he played for.
I told them what
Yeah,
they need
yeah,
Montez to
that's
be the
right. He
new.
did.
While Mark Mero tried to cover up Bianca, like Mero did Sable in '98. I think a modern spin on that angle would be good.
If they're gonna have
Wow, I must have missed that one. I'm glad. Thank you for tagging me in it
we
and
don't
bringing it
want
to us
that.
now.
No.
They
Ooh, Bailey and
I see.
Naomi kind of
I don't want that.
regardless
So-
of what.
yeah, because
Mhm.
like we don't know that finish. We don't know that finish yet.
Why-
So
They're playing into somebody turning on somebody.
Montez is acting like he's tired of being Belair's
Mhm.
heel. Yeah, I mean, they kind of teased them being heels. Oh, Ronda's spinning. Are you?
sorry.
Oh, you're back. Spinning now. You're back.
Why would they
It's-
do that? Why would they do that storyline?
It's the Cody crybabies. They're coming after us because of all the slander.
You know they are.
Naomi turning confirmed. That is true.
Okay.
That
Okay, why? I would like that. Like I like Naomi when she's a bad girl. I like that. Like she been glowing for a while, and that's cool. But like we can switcheroo with that.
I agree.
Just a little bit. But why would they? Okay, who said that in the chat? Recreate that
Mr.
storyline
All Days Off here.
about Mark Merrill and.
But she's not showing tatas the way Sable was.
Why
She's
would
pretty
they?
covered.
Why would they recreate a storyline from the 90s about?
Yeah, don't
Mark
wish this
Merrill
evil on
and
us.
Sable?
They already tried to do
Sable
that with
wasn't
Eddie
talented.
Guerrero and
Why
China
are
and
we
Dom and
recreating
Rhea.
storylines
Like-
about people that weren't talented.
Dang.
Like, no, that's weird. Why would they do that?
She was just
and
pretty.
Bianca don't
She
even
wasn't a
be
good
showing
wrestler.
skin, like wearing skin.
That's what I said. Yeah, she don't even show.
Like,
She just has her ponytail. Her ponytail don't be bothering nobody.
why
Just,
would
you know,
they? Why was
just
that's a
ponytailing?
horrible idea?
Can you click on that real quick? What was it?
I was
What's the good modern day
Do some.
spin
Wait a minute.
on that?
Hold on.
though?
Wait a minute. Come back here.
It says
says
it
do
says
something.
do something nice for your lady and show her this post. She will appreciate you. So I was just getting ready to tag
And
you.
her
But
and her tatas
They're not
is
wrong.
real too. Bianca's is real. She ain't got no.
That's true, Rhonda. That's true.
Something nice
Yeah,
for your lady.
Nick. Yeah,
Hey,
you know
show
what?
yes indeed.
Yeah,
Yes,
see,
sure
you see,
would.
it'll make you stop in your tracks.
That's
Sounds like who
love.
posted that wrestling
That's
news? You know
lovely.
what? I like that. I like them. I like the way they think. Social Boy is
No,
on
but
it.
what would be a good what would be a good modern spin on it? Like I don't know if y'all done caught up to the 21st century, honey, but misogyny is not cute. It's
They
not.
need to turn.
We're not doing that.
th- They need to. So many
We're not
people need to
doing
turn
that.
heel.
Bianca can
Be,
turn heel without
Bianca needs to turn heel.
involving. Bianca can turn heel and she do not have to involve and she don't have to involve her husband. Her character is great and there's no need to involve her husband in her story. She is great on her own. He just like he is. He's good on his own too. Like if you give somebody something to work with, they can show you
No,
um
Mr. All Days Off. I rebuke this
what
in the
to
mighty
come
name
up
of
with.
Jesus. Absolutely not. Do you all
He
see
talking about
this?
he
Mr. All
talking
Days
about
Off. Go back to the
no,
corner. Go back to
yeah,
the
we're not
corner.
doing
No, sir. I
we not
rebuke
Enough,
this.
Brooke.
No, enough, Brooke. Exactly.
SSRC.
Jade being an evil. You're right. An evil serpent home record. I rebuke it.
but
I rebuke it. No, sir. Boo.
No.
Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Tomato.
No.
No,
No.
sir.
That's
No, sir. No, sir.
boo this man, boo this man,
Boo this
boo
man.
no.
Boo. Boo. No. No,
I'm
sir.
about to ask you, have you been home wrecking somebody's home? Because all your storylines you coming up with, you trying to, are you doing that in real life? I'm just asking.
Right. Why is
Just
this fresh
asking.
on your
I
mind,
told you.
sir?
That's strange.
Please.
That's
No,
Please go.
you
Yeah,
are
back
you
to the
are
corner.
advocating like you
Go
advocate
back to the corner.
you advocating infidelity a little too hard. Like you advocating infidelity
Absolutely.
you a little too comfortable with it for me. Um, it's
Absolutely
something
not.
that is comfortable for you. Like you do this frequently, which if that's what you do, that's what you do. But I mean,
You
Is that
got
something?
Jade into
Brooke,
this.
they
Oh,
haven't
you
even
and
yes,
shown
you.
Jade have ever even met.
Yeah, Brooke, we need you to
Yes, you
escort
were.
Mr. All
Please get
Days
that
off to
man.
timeout.
He is out of order.
Yeah, he's yeah.
Yeah, he got
That's
to
why
go
we
there
said
because
enough.
between him
Not
want
Mr. All Days
Jade to
off
be
throwing a
breaking up
tomato at
somebody's
himself.
marriage and you
He threw a tomato at himself.
advocating for misogyny. Like we not
Oh
doing
my
that
God.
in 2024. We not recreating.
Mm-mm.
We listen. A lot of them storylines from the 90s, you cannot even show them on TV anymore. Like,
That's right.
do
That's
anybody
right.
remember? Do anybody remember that horrible storyline with Triple H and Kane, where he was humping that blow up doll
Oh
on national
Lord.
TV?
Oh
Try to remember
Lord.
that.
I do.
I
There were the
literally
Attitude Era had
have
some bad,
nightmares about that sometimes if I get to talking about it because it was that horrible.
horrible,
Like
horrendous.
yeah we
Jeff.
we are past we're past that. Like we have
Yeah.
we have
No,
passed
no, we
that. We can't be recreated. Like
it,
like and you know I mean
uh-uh.
Faber couldn't wrestle.
Jeff said, "Don't bring that up at
Like
12
let's just call
a.m."
it. I mean I'm just saying like
You know what?
the
Oh, hey, Henny God.
Marathon
I'm sorry, I didn't mean
Street.
to talk over you, Rhonda, but I did just
No,
want to
you
say
good.
something real quick. We are enforcer can't sleep. Yeah, bro, you know you can't leave us. You keep where
Yeah.
you going? Why you keep trying to run away? Come back. Come
Yeah.
back. We need you. You're in the right place. Come back. I did want to say, y'all, we are having such a great stream. I hope everybody's having a good time. Just don't forget to, like on your way in, like. Don't forget to follow, follow, share, follow Sleeper Sports Media, follow Martina Talks Wrestling, follow Rhonda.
Yeah.
What's your handle?
Oh, mine.
Mhm.
My Twitter handle is Rhonda Nicole 25. I had to look at my phone. I don't know my name. I change my name all the time.
was gonna say, do
I
you
got a
know?
different.
I mean, I get it. I changed mine
I
too.
don't know it off the top of my head. Oh, I'm the Miss.
Well,
I am the Miss Nikki. So
D Miss
that's
Nikki.
me. Yep, that's me. That's me.
If
I
you
be on
We
there.
can type.
I do be on.
I was just gonna say we can put it in the
I can
chat.
put it. I can put it in the chat though.
yeah,
I
Yes,
if you
put
can
please
drop
do.
it into the chat, and then I can make sure it gets into the description, and then whenever we get the full this part, the podcast part, posted separately, I'll make sure that that's in the description there. And Brooke, I see you taking it now. I'm catching strays. I mean, I'm wide awake. I'm ready to go. No arm twisting needed. I'm off tomorrow. I don't got anything to do besides clean, so we can put that. I can
Well,
put that off as long as I need to.
well, you know what, Nick? I love that for you. But unfortunately, I am the one who is running out of gas over here. I'm struggling to keep. I'm trying very hard to, keep my eyes open. But
I love you too, bro.
I am struggling, and I was going to say we're having such a good stream, but we don't want to forget that we do want Miss Rhonda to come back and see us again.
Yes.
So I was going to say we can kind of start to wind down a little bit, and maybe we can give some final thoughts, because we don't want you to get tired of us. We want you to come back again.
Yeah, we are hitting that. I guess we are hitting that 2-hour mark for the full show.
I'll just say thank you guys for even inviting me. I have had such a good time talking with you about just wrestling and just my thoughts about it. I love wrestling. Like I said, I've been watching it since I was a little girl. And I grew up watching during the Attitude Era. So I mean, I'm a little biased. I've seen some great stories. I've seen some horrible ones too. And when you're doing good, I'll talk about you. When you're doing bad, I'm gonna talk about you too. And so I just, with what's been going on with both shows, I see the good with certain characters and I see the bad. And not bad as in they're just bad people or they're bad wrestlers, but just because I feel like that they're wasting their talent because they're not utilizing them properly. So, I just want them to improve the quality of the show for all of us because we all love it and we watch. So hopefully that they, y'all hopped online and changed the whole storyline because people was crying. Okay, well, listen to us who ain't crying, but who just telling you this is not
that part.
This is not. I don't have to cry to get my point across. I'ma just tell you, this is not working. You need to do this. I'm not crying over no grown ass people who is in a different tax bracket than me. I'm just not.
Pretty much, man.
I'm not.
Don't feel sorry for him. He's a millionaire.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
Hello. And that for me, that was why. And that was my whole issue with everybody even crying in the first place. These people
what did The Rock say? Oh no, I feel bad for Cody. He's got to finish his story.
And he was like, "Fuck his story," and I was like, "Yeah,
he did say that.
Fuck his story, and everybody else who wanted him to finish it, he said, "Hell was his fave storyline of mine is you, cause you a dude and you like titties." Of course, it was your favorite. Duh.
Does that sound like you, Nick? That sounds like.
What? I'm over here just catching strays. I haven't said a word. I'm just putting the comments up.
What did that?
I plead the fifth.
What did that story give?
His story was trash.
Was all what it was.
Nothing.
Right. I was saying my throat.
Said it was
his favorite. It should have been if you a heterosexual blooded male. You like tits, of course. Yeah, I mean, duh. What we doing? But
But you're right. Beyond the tatas, there wasn't much there.
It was nothing. There was
Yes,
nothing
I
there.
remember
Like,
that.
did anybody like do anybody watch the Dark Side of the Ring episodes? And they had the episode about Lula Vachon, and they talked about her and about like how they literally like Vince literally like threatened her and said, if you hurt her, you are fired. Like,
Right.
I get, yeah, like she, like when her and Sable fought, like she could not hit her, she couldn't hit her too hard, she couldn't hurt her or anything. So yeah, Sable couldn't wrestle. Like,
Well,
let's
you know
let's
what?
not do
That would be something good for us just to discuss in the future, Nick. We could maybe talk about a Dark Side of the Ring episode because
Yeah.
there's plenty of episodes to discuss now. Because clearly we you know your stuff,
it.
Rhonda, and
Yes,
you remind me a lot of myself that I also started watching, with my family and growing up during the Attitude eras. And so with our you know, past knowledge and with Nick's 5 years of excellence of wrestling knowledge,
oh,
we
we can
combined we
really
got like 40 years of wrestling
we
knowledge.
can we can really like educate him about like how like the but that literally it literally was like they literally like Vince literally told her, like they even had like they had Mick Foley was on that episode, and he talked about how Lula like came to him was in tears because she was like she felt like that they was like they didn't take her seriously. They she looked different. She didn't look like the typical blonde, whatever. She actually was a wrestler. And Sable wasn't. Like, she was not. She was hired because of how she looked. Like, let's just call a thing and be real about it. Like, that's why she was hired. She was hired because Vince ass like blondes. That's what his ass like. Like, we know what he like. Like, that's clear. Like,
Facts.
so let's just call a thing. But she literally talked about how she like they told her, like literally told her, like, and Sable even said too, she don't let her like hit me. It was just a mess. Like it was really a mess. And so like for me, like that's why I like when I see the women now, like it makes me happy that the girls actually get to show their talent and they don't have to show
Same.
their assets, even if they have them or whatever, they get to actually showcase their talent and not have to show their body and have to show skin. And they actually, get to, show their talent just like the men do. Because I'll be honest, like on the PLEs, the women always bring it. Like the women's
They
matches
do.
bring it every single time. The girls do not miss. The men, some
I
of them
agree.
do. Like some of them, they don't always hit it out of the park, but the girls they do, and it's a reason because they're women. They don't get the same amount of respect. They don't get the same amount of due as the men, so they have to bring it. Like they have to. Like so, for me, and then as a
True.
black girl, that makes me so happy when I see so many black women now get. I see women that look like me. Because when I was a little girl, the only woman I saw that looked like me was Miss Jacqueline. Like that was all that I saw, and I love her. But she
I
was
said the
all I
same
saw.
thing.
And so now, like little girls now actually get to see themselves. And like representation is so important. Like it is so important for people to be able to
It
see a
is.
representation of themselves. So it's so many different, it's so many different like wrestlers. There's so many different like characters and personalities. And like I think it's something for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want them to be able to do better. Like if it takes like making these mid card titles so people actually get to showcase like their talent, like okay, do that. Figure it out how you're gonna do it and get it done so people can actually do it. It's even like with the men and the women, there's so many talented people, but it's not enough. It's really not enough titles for everybody. So having those mid card titles, I think, would be important because it, and then it will help stories too. because it's clear that for some stories is they hit like who knew that this stuff with Drew and CM Punk has been going on for months, but it's one of the best things they got. And I didn't think it would hold my
Absolutely.
interest, but it has. Like on Raw, that's been the only thing on Raw that has been moving.
100%.
That is great. Like it's one of the best things on Raw. But then you got like other
Absolutely.
people who not so much. Like, and you can tell because the fans, we not dumb. Like we're not dumb. We not stupid. So I just want them to do better with utilizing the people that they do got. You know, like to me, just the fact that they let Bobby Lashley go, so you couldn't find nothing for Bobby Lashley to do. Like, what we Triple H? What is really going on? Like, are you for real? Like, this man
It's a lot
is
of people.
talented. Like, what are we
It's
talking?
a
Like,
whole
what are
lot
we
of people
doing?
they let go.
It's him, Ricochet. Like, I can just go down the list of people that have contracts have run out, and it's like you let them go, so you couldn't find nothing for them to do. Like, I just wonder, like, what they writing staff look like. Like for each show, do they have one for each show, or is it like the same people? Like I'm curious about that. I've never thought about it, but I just wonder like how that works because how many people do you have on your creative staff? Because do
Not
you not
enough.
have
There's
enough people?
yeah, definitely not enough. There's probably like teams for Raw, teams for SmackDown, and then a head guy or a head person for SmackDown, a head person for Raw, and then Triple H probably oversees everything and then make more than likely makes the final calls on what goes where, what goes here, and
Well,
definitely not tearing up scripts an hour before the show and having everyone rewrite it like Vince did, so which is good.
that is crazy. That is crazy to me. I listen as a person who does human resources in their everyday life. It sounds like y'all need to post some jobs on your website. Like what we doing? Like it.
We're going
Like
full circle.
that. Like I mean, I'm just saying. Like it. Because it's obvious that something is lacking because you can just tell because like I said, some nights Raw is horrendous. I have gotten my best sleep falling asleep
A lot of
today.
nights Raw is horrendous.
Okay, like
Fact.
knocked out. And I ain't need to take one of my pills that I take for my sinuses to go to sleep. Honey, I just turn it off and was knocked out. So I mean, I don't know. Is that I really, especially since y'all want to be 3 hours because y'all greedy. Okay, if you're gonna be greedy, you need to provide us something. Like you can't be greedy and just be giving. You ain't giving what it's supposed to give. Like it's lacking. So I need them to figure. I need them to figure that out because especially if they're gonna be 3 hours, and they really need to figure it out before Raw go to Netflix because Netflix they're not gonna have no commercials.
Well, so I
what
think
are y'all going to do? How are y'all?
I think what we're gonna see is we're gonna see more video packages, probably more on location promo videos and more vignettes, and then of course more ads like they do for PLEs. C4 ads and more like sponsors for them. So Progressive, C4, Slim Jim, Prime, whoever else that they usually get, and then of course movies and stuff that their different talent are in. More and more talent in WWE are signing with agencies to go and do movies and everything. So and they have to do something commercial wise. It won't be like the same TV commercials every single day or every single week. Just because when the show's still going to be live at a venue, so they're still going to have to do the give the crowd time to go to the bathroom and get everything. So that we're still going to see commercials. It's just not going to be TV commercials. It's going to be more ad centered, like skits and vignettes and everything like that.
Advertising upcoming PLEs.
Yeah, and I get
Cricket
all that.
Wireless.
Yeah, and kind of like what you said, like showing more videos and stuff. Like I can see them doing that, especially now because they've been like what they did tonight. I think that was like showing us a preview of kind of like the location
What's
stuff
to
that they
come?
probably plan on
Yes.
doing and stuff like that.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
so I can see that, but I do. They still like they need to nip this in the bud before it
Yes.
actually becomes live, and you can't everything before it gets started. Like in my real life, I work at a medical
Exactly.
school, and so when something goes wrong with my students that are at the hospital working with patients, I can't fix something if I haven't like tried to do my due diligence beforehand. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Right.
they need to fix that
Absolutely.
before it actually goes live. Like they need to. I don't know what they could do. Um,
Now, Jeff.
Ooh,
Now,
child,
Brooke.
Jeff.
listen, honey, are you getting paid for doing all this? Cause you just
Enough,
capping for this
Brooke.
man.
Brooke.
Listen,
SF,
listen, you need to be
You know
getting
what?
paid for all this capping that you're doing for
Jeff,
this
go
man.
to the corner.
Don't do that for free. Don't do that for
Jeff,
free.
go to the
That's
corner.
Get
yeah, that
Go.
get some money out of
Right.
that. Don't
I
do that for
I
agree.
free.
think
Honey, ain't nothing free in this
I
world.
agree.
Nothing free in this world but Jesus. Don't do that. Mm-mm. He talking about promoting
um
that man channel. Is he promoting his own channel? Like, what we talking about? Huh?
I think that
He's
might be
talking about Cody's. Basically, it's one big long Wheatley's vodka
He did
email,
what? Wait, what? What about?
or basically his Cody's. What do you want to talk about? Podcast is basically one big Wheatley's vodka ad.
He be
Essentially,
drinking. He be drinking like that.
he
Hmm.
does. Apparently,
Hmm.
on camera, him and his guest always do a shot.
That sound. You know what? You know who that sound like? That sound like when people go on Club Shay Shay and he get him some of they his drink. That's what
or
it
like
sound
Oh, I
like.
didn't know that.
like
You know.
whenever Stone Cold had his
Uh,
show.
uh, yeah, cause Shannon Sharp he got a it's a whiskey, I think it's Le Portier, and every time somebody go on there but they don't just take one shot, they take multiple shots, like they pour them up, and them people get to really talking. Cause like when Cat Williams went on there, he took that one shot at it, baby. He shot it off, and he told everything. It's
Right,
all that been coming through for the rest of the year. Who knew? But
right.
but
That
Well,
part.
well,
who knew he was an oracle? But
Telling you.
we might have to do that. Might have to do that for
yeah,
next
I,
time,
I
and
just want them to
we can
work
go.
all of this out and fix it all before they actually go to Netflix.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
we can.
I'm. Go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
I
Phil.
don't
Good.
drink, so
Doggone it.
I don't drink,
I was
so
gonna say.
I have to
That was
do something else.
that was gonna
I,
be
I
my
don't I
idea.
don't really drink, but I will say like I do. I like wine, so if I have wine, I'll drink a glass of wine. But I'm typically not a drinker. I always say I don't need to drink to have fun. I'm a whole vibe. Like you don't need. We have fun
Facts.
without me drinking. I do like wine though. If I drink, like I'll drink wine, but I'm not. I do not drink brown liquor. The last time I had brown liquor, I was hanging out with some people. I don't even remember how I got home. That was how bad that was.
Now, Mr.
Mm-mm.
On Days Off,
And never
you know
again.
what? Enough, Brooke.
Yeah,
You a
that might
damn
be
lie.
Get,
Damn
that
lie.
might
sir,
be
please.
that
Don't
might
do
be a good
this.
stopping point.
Don't do this.
You know what?
That's
I
straight
agree.
three.
It's time to go.
Now
It's
you
time
know
to log
what?
off.
That's
Yeah,
straight
it's
three.
time to
It's
log
time to
off
log
now
off.
because yeah, it's time to log off because you a damn lie.
How dare
Don't
you?
be disrespected. How you going first of all, how you gonna disrespect Shannon like that? Don't do that. They
He
ain't got
doesn't
nothing in
deserve to be.
common.
No. I mean, does he have
No.
a
And
Instagram live floating around here that I don't know about? I mean, not that I want to see it
oh,
if he
oh
does, but
that
I'm
was
just
that was
saying.
where I was about to go.
I'm
let me
just
let me just
saying.
say that about. Let me just make a comment about that. Shannon is lying to us.
For sure.
Cause do you know
For
how
sure.
long? Do you know how many buttons you have to push to go live, sir? You
No,
went
sir. No,
live
sir.
because you were trying to go viral because you were tired of these people talking about you was gay. That is why.
But
That
I
is why your
but
ass
you
went
know what it
live,
is?
and
It is.
none of us
I
was
was telling
interested
Nick
in
though,
listening to you and Michelle at all.
we were not. I think it actually had the opposite effect because all I see in the comments is men. Anytime you see it, all I see is men in the comments. I don't see women like, "Ooh, that was hot." It's men like,
He's
"Oh,
trying to sell
bro,
T-shirts now.
bro." Yeah, it's if you were trying to
We
prove
we
something, I
we
don't
would
think that was the way to do
we
it.
don't. No. You what he if he just want he should what he should have just done is just went on some dates with somebody. Like you did not have to go live.
That's true.
Sharing your bedroom chronicles with us. We was not interested in listening to you grunting for like however long you was grunting on them. Like
I did not.
that was
There is
very
at
cringy.
no point
You
in
is,
my life have I
and he is
said, "You
too
know what I
damn
need to
old
hear."
to be.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say, at no point in my life
I
have I
want to hear.
said, "You know what we need? You know what we need? We need." No, no one said this. No, I didn't say this. You didn't say this. No
No,
one, no one,
no.
no one
We
said
did
this.
not. We did not ask for this. Out of all the stuff I be want to listen to, I don't want to listen to you be grunting for 7 minutes, struggling. I didn't want to hear that. No, not at all. It was there was nothing about that was like no, like 7 minutes is the standard for most men who don't have it and can't keep it up. Just,
Oh Lord.
you work in
Oh,
the
wait a
medical
minute.
school, I know.
I don't know if that's PG.
I said that's the standard for people who can't keep it up, not for people who can. That's the standard for people who can't keep it up, not for who can. If that's not you, don't be mad, honey. I hear dog, don't holler if that's not you. If it don't apply, let it fly. I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to the people I'm talking about. If that's you, you have a
Oh
problem.
my gosh. Rhonda, you
I'm
were
not
right.
talking to you. I'm talking to people who have a problem. If you have a problem, keep it
You
up. 7 minutes. 7
Is that
minutes is
truth
probably the
given play
typical
by
time.
play?
Yeah,
yes.
that's about
Oh, that's
What
great.
But somebody asked me, do I watch NXT? Somebody asked me, do I watch NXT? Yes, I do watch NXT. I do. I haven't watched the last few weeks because I've been really busy at work because school just started back last month, so I have been super busy with students and work and just life be life, and sometimes I get home, I just eat, I feed my cat, and I go to sleep because I be tired. So sometimes I don't even watch TV, but I do watch NXT, and Shawn Michaels do be cooking over there. Just FYI, he is cooking over there. I need him actually to cook
he
on
does.
SmackDown. I don't know if he want
Cooking
to
for real,
leave,
for real.
but I need him to
I
go
said the
stir.
same thing.
I need him to go stir a pot of greens over there with some fatback over there at SmackDown. Stir a pot of
No,
stir some greens with some fatback
not
and
stir a
some
pot
green
of greens
pots
with
because they
it.
need it. Cause
Oh my gosh.
that's
That reminds me of my grandma.
I'm
Rest in peace.
southern now, so I'm southern. That's how we cook. That's what we put in our greens. We do that in ham hocks, or I'm a little
Oh
more healthy
Lord.
conscious now, so I do turkey. I do turkey wings in mine, but that's how I cook. And
Mr. All Days Off.
we do
Lord.
collards, mustard, and turnips. We do collards, mustard, and turnips. We ain't mixing no kale with our greens. If you want kale greens, you better go somewhere else asking for. I don't do that over here. We don't do that over here. But
You
yeah, I
said
need
it's
him to go cook over there.
100%
I need him
collards.
to go fry some fish over there on SmackDown. Well, so collards can be kind of salty. Even when you wash them, you cook them. So to me, you should probably mix them, do mustard greens with them, because it gets that kind of saltiness out of them, out of the greens. So it's that's how my mom cook them. I'm saying. I'm just telling you recipes that my mom did. My mom, she's a chef. My mom was a chef. That's what she went to school for, and she cooked for a living before she retired. So, but that's how she cooked her greens. So she mixed collards and mustard greens, because collard
That
greens actually are very like salty. And if
that
you
actually
don't
sounds
like that
really good.
saltiness, kind of,
Are we gonna have?
yeah. So
We're gonna need to
it's
have you
better
to.
to kind of mix them. Mustard green.
We're gonna need you to come back and do a cooking class for us when we get in
I mean, I
Discord.
like to cook.
Travel rain
I mean, it
cooking.
depends. Like what I'm more of a cook than a baker, so don't ask me to bake. So, because the only things that I'm really good at baking is like sweet potato pies, and I can do a pound cake, and I can make a red velvet cake. I always say like there's two people in the world. There's people who are great cooks, and then there's people who are great bakers. I'm a better cook than a baker. Like, but
And
those are
you,
like my three things that I can bake. Like as far as like desserts, and I can bake cookies, but I'm not a baker. I have a friend; she is a terrific baker, and that's not even what she does for a living. But she makes the most beautiful cakes. Like, you ever seen those cakes where people like decorate them and they have like all this elaborate stuff on them? My friend, she makes those kind of cakes. I cannot do that. I am
that's
not that
amazing.
talented. I can give you want a pound cake? I can make you a pound cake, and you happy. You like sweet potato pie? I can make you one of those. I'm not a baker, but I am a great cook. I've been cooking since I was 7 years old, because I had two older sisters, and my mom would leave me with them, and she would be like, make Rhonda some food, and them two heifers would never make me no food. They would leave me
Dang.
in the house, and they want to go do what they wanted to do because they were teenagers and they didn't care. And so
Dang.
I started cooking my own food because they never would cook for me.
Dang,
So
man. Cold
I'm
world.
a great cook. Yeah, yeah, I
Cheesecake.
know, right? Oh, I make good. Yes, I do make a. Yes, I do make a good cheesecake. Yes, I can make that's it. That is as far as I can get. But if you like food, I can make you some good food. Like,
Well,
you like
I
fried
I
catfish, I
am
got you. You like fried
I'm
chicken,
with
I
I'm
got
with Brooke.
you. You like mac
I'm
and
with
cheese,
Brooke
I
and
got
I'm with Brooke and her comment here. OMG, my stomach. All this talk about food. I think I'm gonna go and get a midnight snack. I'm gonna take a drive, get a midnight snack. We've been going for 4 hours and 40 something minutes. 163 people watching. That's the most we've ever
Has it
had.
been that long? Oh my
Um,
god.
it has. It's been
So
about
I
two
have to make sure I
two
share.
two
I have
hours.
to make sure I
So
share with I have to make
this
sure I share on my Twitter page and my
yeah,
Facebook page a
yes.
few
Please
So
people. Like,
do.
this
I
definitely
did tell a few of my friends. I did
this
tell
will
a few
be
of my friends that I was like gonna be on the show. So
we
Hey,
we
they came.
definitely
They
appreciate
came
it.
through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We definitely appreciate it. Best in the chat, absolutely. So
Absolutely.
I
yep.
Before we
I
head
can't
out,
see.
Rhonda, can you tell us?
I can't see on my end who is here. But
Oh, no worries. I was just gonna say before we head out, can you tell everyone your handles and where they can
I
find
couldn't
you?
hear you. What you say?
Oh, am I breaking up? Can you hear me?
Oh, I am on. I'm on. Can, yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes, ma'am, I can.
I can hear you. Can you
Yes,
hear me?
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
we can. Go
Oh,
ahead.
I'm on Twitter. So my name is Rhonda Nicole. So I'm on Twitter. My name is Rhonda Nicole 25. The Miss Nikki. That's my handle. If you like shenanigans, I have shenanigans for you. Along with I'd like to talk about music and politics, and I'm very petty. So if you like pettiness, I am the queen of petty. So that is my Twitter handle. My name is Rhonda Fox, so that's what my name is on Facebook. And I'm on Instagram, and my Instagram name is Rhonda Nicole 25 as well. So I'm on IG. I don't post videos or nothing like that. I just do like selfies sometimes, and I don't.
Yeah.
And I'm not a video person. I don't have a TikTok, so I'm not a TikTok girl because I don't make videos because I don't like talking because I don't like to hear the sound of my voice. So.
Well, that's a shame because we love the sound of your voice. You've been doing great.
Yeah.
We can't wait to have you again. And as you see, you have been highly acknowledged by the chat. Everyone loves you. You are so knowledgeable, and it's so great to see someone who is just as passionate as we are. Thank you so much for coming on the show, Rhonda. I'm really looking forward to having you again.
if y'all ever decide to like do like a show about the dark side of the ring, please invite me because I have
Yeah.
watched all of the seasons, so I've seen all of the episodes. So I would love to talk about them because they actually were really the episodes were actually very good, like for real. They if you have Vice, like, and you've never seen it, y'all, like, and you like wrestling, please watch them. Like, all of the episodes about like people, and it's not just about people. They also talk about like events. Like, there's a episode about the steroids trial. So if you don't know anything about that, they talk about that. If people remember like that plane ride from hell back in 2002, they got a whole episode about that as well. So
I think we lost Martina, but that yeah, no, I have yet to watch them, but I hear they're great. I know whenever London and Tati they had to go and getting to watch them and everything, but definitely we'll have you back on. The last couple comments rolling here, but yeah, so thank you everyone for tuning in to SmackDown and to the Final Bell here
thanks,
at Tribal
y'all.
Reign at Sleeper Sports Media. Martina talks wrestling. We think we lost her, but yeah, thank you. Growing on Twitch, 14 followers, so pushing to the first 20 on over on the Twitch. We're gonna get Tribal Reign rolling on Twitch as well. Thank you again to Rhonda. I will make sure your Twitter is in the description for this one, for SmackDown, for the Final Bell. Like I said, that'll be uploaded. That will be uploaded within the next day or two, so I'll get the links posted to Twitter and everything, and you can share them. We definitely appreciate that. But thank you to everyone for tuning in, and we will see you next week at some point, more than likely. Of course, I'll be live tweeting the Steelers game on Sunday, and yes, Mr. All Days Off going for 3-0. So until then, thank you again for tuning in. We will see you next time. We're out. Thank you again. Peace.